All right. So talk about a wild summer, huh?
Yeah.
With things winding down, just seems like it was only yesterday that we were getting ready to go to Anime Iowa, and now we're nearing the end of the year. Isn't that kind of crazy?
Time moves forward, and I hate it.
Yes. Well, anyway, welcome back to the Off the Balcony podcast, folks. As usual, we have a jam-packed show for y'all tonight. We're looking forward to going through our con experiences, some of the anime that we watched, and going over what lies ahead in the future for Off the Balcony. That sounds kind of ominous. I don't want you to think that we're breaking up or anything. We're literally just giving up, like, what we're going to be doing here in the next couple of months.
So why did you phrase it like that?
Well,
If we aren't ending the group, we're just talking about how we're ending the year.
yeah, it's ending the year, which we've got a big end of the year celebration planned, which is basically kind of par for the course, us going to conventions and stuff. But as usual, we are trying to get bigger and better than we ever were before. So in the interest of time, I would say that we start with the Anime Roundup first, and then we circle back and talk about our
past cons and then future con plans.
Yeah.
Circle back. Those are not ominous words.
Well, on this show, yes, they are ominous words. But hey, did you guys shut the door when you came downstairs?
I can triple check.
Yeah, I don't want
The bugs are back.
the bugs are back. Well, we shut the doors and everything, so so I guess we will go to our anime list to go ahead and get things kicked off and going for it.
And it looks like the first show on our list was part of our Anime Iowa con prep.
Oh, that's right. Sorairo Utility, the anime.
A show we've been meaning to watch for a while, and finally did it.
Yep, and the reason is because
I've been hogging all of our time with Fairy Tale, and I apologize for nothing.
I apologize for nothing.
It's okay. Just right now, I realize that since it's almost October, I need to actually pick a spooky show.
Oh,
so
right.
I may be putting Uma Musume on the back burner again.
Well, you may. In one of the shows we're going to talk about tonight actually does have a connection to a show that you could show for Spooky Month. Ave Mujika. How do you say that?
Oh yeah, Ave Mujika. But yeah, we'll get back to that one.
Yeah, we'll circle back.
We need to talk about Sorairo Utility first.
Because that show was fantastic.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was such a good show.
See, in my little notes that I put by each show, so I actually remember how I felt about it when we get to recording. My little note is, Minami is so me, for real.
Yeah. And to kind of lay some groundwork here, we first encountered Sorairo Utility a year ago when we watched the
little TV movie. They call it a movie, even though it's only 15 minutes long.
It wasn't even as long as a usual
OVA.
Usual OVA. I guess we could call it an OVA though. Basically, it's. Go ahead.
The OVA was just 3 girls going out for a day at the golf course, and Minami's just the little blue-haired girl just trying to make par.
Right, and she's just, like I said, that OVA.
So me.
Yeah, that OVA is still in my S tier because it's such a perfect encapsulation of what a day at the golf course is when you're a novice golfer is actually like.
I'm not gonna lie, the bit where she hit the tree and landed like 5 yards behind her, that's what gave me the S tier.
Yeah, because that's happened to you and me before.
I just love when she gets the golf ball, it says ham number 5.
Right, because she starts off the game with like ham. Because
it's just their initials.
It's
Haruka, Ayaka, and Minami.
Yeah, and then like by the end of the game, they're down to
ham number 5.
Yeah, because she lost the other 4 in take your pick, in a pond, in the rough, went into the highway. You never know. Well, not this course because it looks pretty out there, which is nice for them. But in any case, so the show Sorairo Utility, it doesn't necessarily pick up where the OVA left off. It kind of
just expanding to how they got to that point.
Yeah, how they got to that point. The OVA could almost be read as like just as part of the show.
It could have been its own episode.
It could have been any episode, basically, after like the first couple.
Like after Ayaka becomes part of the group.
And the way the show starts is honestly like so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Because Minami is the reason Minami even becomes a golfer in the first place is because her fucking gotcha game goes down or whatever.
Her gotcha game ended service, and she has a whole crisis about what do I do with my free time now.
And her friend, who's in like this, I think it's
shogi thing.
Yeah, the shogi club is just like, well, go. There are like 100 million clubs at school. Go find your interest. Go find your passion.
And golf isn't even at the school.
Yeah, golf wasn't even at the school.
Yeah, she accidentally helped an old man that, like. I think that the old man just broke his hip. It's like, I need to get to the driving range.
Yeah. and then help carry her.
Just like me, for real.
And then help carry the old man's clubs. And Minami basically becomes friends with.
Haruka just kind of adopts her.
Yeah.
I think she teaches her how to hit the ball. It's like, okay, see you tomorrow. Wait, tomorrow?
Yeah, and
she still shows up.
Right, so Haruka is the first one that she meets. And Haruka works at the golf course, driving range, rather, with her mom. I think her mom actually owns the place. But basically the only guys that are coming there are,
this group of grandpas?
Yeah, who are so sweet. They're such a wholesome but they're also super funny, too.
And the scenes are, they all keep trying to hit and then hear crack. And then the ambulance.
It hard cuts to the ambulance, just hauling them away. That
Grandpa threw his back out.
Yeah, yeah, they're fine, folks. Don't worry. It doesn't become that kind of show. They just throw their backs out. They're back on the golf course.
It's Japan. You can actually call an ambulance for.
Yeah, especially when you're 70, 75 years old and everything. But so Haruka, like Hannah said, basically adopts Minami, and the two learn. Well, Haruka's already pretty advanced in golf, but Minami
she just wants to teach Minami how to play.
Yeah, and so
have a new girl golf buddy.
Yeah, and so that's kind of where I really came into liking the show because it's not quite as pointed as it was in the OVA, but the show really does a good job of breaking down the different kind of fundamentals of how you're supposed to golf. Haruka is teaching Minami how you're supposed to hold a driver, at what angle you're supposed to hold it to get the best swing, how you're supposed to putt and chip and all that sort of stuff. And I think it does a good job of expanding on kind of those ideas that were in the OVA. It's just the OVA was such a good encapsulation of what it's like to be on a golf course. Yeah. I did also really like the caddy character when they went to go to that one high-end course. This
isn't that Haruka's old coach?
Yeah, Haruka's old coach.
No, Ayaka. Wait, no, Ayaka was the
no.
Ayaka was the Instagram.
Yeah, it's the golf influencer.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was Haruka's old coach, but she's great. And speaking of Ayaka, I suppose we should talk about her too because she's great too. She's a golf influencer on Instagram, which you see.
I think she has a YouTube channel too. It's I think there was scenes at the very beginning where Minami was watching her videos.
Mm. Right. So that was actually a good bit of setup because they bring that character in. That's Ayaka. And she, basically joins their group. She legitimately wants to golf with them. There's no kind of bullshit.
I think she's one of Haruka's friends. And just joins them.
Yeah, there's no bullshit tease of of she's using them for content or anything. That would have been lame in a show like this. So it's just nice to have that kind of just a show that's genuinely pretty, light and fun and everything. And
Ayaka ain't no Bob the Sports though, so it's all
right.
right.
And
everybody's actually nice in the series, well, except for that one girl at the very end.
Yeah, well, you needed a villain at some point. It's a sports anime. It kind of comes with the territory and everything. Honestly, I don't really have that many thoughts on Sorairo Utility. It's just a really good show. Yeah. It's a very
cute sports anime.
Very cute sports anime. Very slice of life-ish So if
I think episode 4 was probably the best one.
Where they go to the sporting goods store?
Minami really wants that one driver. I mean,
hybrid.
Hybrid. The hybrid will finally fix my game.
Oh, that was okay. That was so relatable. Every golfer under the sun has thought, all I need is that one club, and my game's gonna be fixed forever. And I have my own personal story on this. So for a while I was having trouble with my driver and my fairway woods, like teeing off with them. And at the driving range, I teed off with a 5-iron, and it was like just banger after banger after banger. And I was like, oh shit, I need some driving irons. This is gonna fix my game. So I order a 3-iron, and then I take it to a golf course. Chunked it immediately. I was like, this was a terrible idea. Why did I buy this?
I bought a set of driving irons, and it helped my game immensely.
Well, yeah, it worked for you. I'm just more of a fairway wood.
I mean, the driver I have is your old driver.
Oh yeah.
I haven't bought any clubs because I have no idea what I'm doing, but I like getting pink golf balls.
Oh yeah, the bocce balls.
Yeah.
I think you're only down to one, aren't you?
Yeah. So, like, I found some on Amazon. I just need to actually order them once I have money.
Oh right.
Once I have money, yes, a very famous statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, me still months unemployed.
Yeah. But
not for lack of trying.
But so yeah, I really enjoyed the show. I gave it an A tier.
Same.
Steven?
A tier, yeah.
Yeah. So okay, that's Sorairo Utility.
And then next one was my bit of con prep.
Yeah.
It's a series that has been really recommended to me. So it's one of the newest installments of the Bang Dream Bandori franchise. It's MyGo, which is about the new band from the series MyGo. Which, my thing with Bandori is, I was actually really obsessed with this series back in like 2018 when the global version of the game came out. I love the concept of it, where it's like Love Live, but they're actual bands, and the seiyus play the instruments too.
Right.
Yeah, I was super in love with it, and then just ended up dropping it like a year or two later because the game stopped giving me good gacha pulls.
Okay.
Me and Uma Musume.
Yeah.
So how did you get recommended It's MyGo?
It's like the MyGo and Ave Mujica combination dropped like last year, and like it is super critically acclaimed. Like even people who had never heard of Bandori before were getting really into it, and apparently it won the anime subreddit's Anime of the Year last year.
This show did?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. So it's
they finally stopped sucking the cock of like every shonen anime ever.
Okay, which is good. Okay, that's a good positive thing about.
But they still schizophrenic. Sad.
Yeah, that's unforgivable. But
anyway, continue.
Yeah. So yeah, and another big reason I really wanted to watch this one is because Koko Hayashi was part of it.
Oh, that's right.
She voices the drummer.
Yeah.
And actually does the drums in real life.
She can play the drums?
Yep.
Oh, cool. Good for her.
Bang them tams.
Bang Dream or what?
Setsuna on the drums.
Setsuna on the drums.
The one thing I wasn't really ready for the show is just these bitches cannot stop fucking fighting with each other.
Can I say that I liked this show better when it was called Girls Band Cry?
Yeah, exactly.
We
have Girls Band Cry at home.
I know that this, from what I'm hearing, this show was critically acclaimed, which, good. You know, it's good that we kind of shake things up a little bit. My
favorite episode was the one that was from Tomori's perspective. Tomori's the singer, the absolute autism creature, where it's the whole episode's like her first person perspective of the band Crychick, which this whole time when I was just reading about it, I thought the band was like Crykick, like psychic, but cry.
Crikey!
Yeah, but... Yeah. So yeah, the whole premise of the show is that there was this one band, like 3 of the girls from MyGo and 2 from Ave Mujica. Like they were like a middle school band called Crychick, which apparently it's like during one show and rehearsing together was like the best point of their lives. And then Sakiko, who's a girl that's part of Ave Mujica, broke the band up out of nowhere one day.
Yeah.
And then, so, Soyo, who's the bass girl, is like, basically just manipulates everybody to try to get the band back together, and just, this girl named Anon, who's a guitarist, ends up getting roped into it. So, it's like, her and this girl named Rana, who just kind of shows up, just...
Is she like the hardcore, like, simp?
No, she's the guitar girl.
Who's the one who was, like, really defensive of the,
Oh, Taki?
Yes, Taki. That could have been compelling. Okay, I don't want to be too critical right out of the gate.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
I want to say some things that I actually thought were good about the show.
Yeah.
First of all, the music I thought was really, really good.
Yeah.
Like, they really... Like, it almost feels like that the anime was, like, compulsory in order to make the music happen, because the music is just so good, and they're so dynamic with their instruments and everything.
Yeah. Actually, you want to know what crazy musical comparison I have to this?
Sure.
You know how, like, Tomori kind of makes the music kind of like slam poetry lyrics?
Yeah.
It's like, it reminds me of Flowbots, like a non-rap version of Flowbots.
Yeah, I could definitely hear some of that influence in the lyrics themselves. I like that comparison, actually, and Flowbox is a good band, too, so...
Yeah, that was just a band I just randomly remembered, like, a month or two ago, where I just... Handlebars just came into my head one day and told, like, Steven, it's like, you remember Flowbots? And he just put all their music on his Spotify.
Because I used to have them on Spotify, and then I, like, deleted the big list of songs I'd have, because it was just unwieldy.
But, by the way, Flowbots hits so differently when you study, like, the history of fascistic regimes.
Yeah, now that we're no longer in the Bush era.
Yeah, it hits way differently. But yeah, the music is super compelling. I actually liked the animation. I know the animation wasn't for everyone because it is, like, 3D CG animation. Yeah. But I thought it worked well in this context because it's not like a big action show, so you didn't have to go, like, really out there with it. You could kind of make it more contained. My problem is that, unlike I said, I was joking earlier about how I liked this show better when it was called Girls Band Cry. The real difference between Girls Band Cry and It's My Go is that the characters in Girls Band Cry are so compelling and so interesting.
Yeah, and they have moments where they're not arguing with each other and they're just kind of having fun.
Yeah, and It's My Go, I'm going to be honest, I have trouble remembering most of the characters.
Yeah, so you have Tomori, the singer, who's just the autism creature, and probably one of the best characters in it.
I did like Tomori. And
Anon, the guitarist, who's the pink-haired girl, who's probably kind of the protagonist. Yeah, just attention whore.
Sorry, wait.
Alright.
Soyo.
Party foul.
Soyo, the bassist, who's the manipulative bitch that's trying to get the band back together by just, like, she was just ready to dump the two guitarists once the other two got back.
Okay, so let me say something about Soyo.
Yeah.
I don't think she's a good person, but I think she's...
Yes, a compelling character.
She is a compelling character. And we've seen, if you study the history of, like, rock music and stuff, you see people like that all the time who bend over backwards and backstep to get, like, the ideal lineup in their band. It's kind of what happened with Motley Crue, where they basically threw John Corabi out on his ass.
Yeah, just as soon as they were able to get Vince back.
Yeah, to get Vince Neil back. So that shit does happen. So I think Soyo is kind of a good distillation of that sort of thing. Why do I even have to... she's not real.
Yeah.
But I guess she's representative of, like, someone in an actual band. So I don't want to imply that the band is actually like how they're depicted in It's My Go. So
yeah, they all seem like nice people in real life.
Of course.
Though what I will say about this is going to be my one complaint towards the seiyus. This for the girl who plays Soyo. I think her name is like Rin Tateishi, I think. Where this was her first anime role ever, and in fact it kind of showed. It's like her voice just really sounded like somebody just putting on the anime girl high voice.
Fair.
Yeah, we're just like even with anime voices, it just didn't sound natural.
Yeah.
Which I can't really fault her since this is her first role. And even when I was looking up the seiyus, I just saw like a trivia section on the Bandori Wiki about her, and it said that she got into voice acting because she loved Love Live.
Well,
so yeah, I gotta love her there.
Yeah,
and it's just like another girl from a different Bang Dream Bandori band. It's Amane Shindo, who's the singer from Morphonica, who's one of the other bands in there. Where she really wanted to be part of Love Live, and then got into Bandori, and now she's in Love Live now. She's one of the new Hasu girls.
Oh, cool. Well, good. I mean, it seems like...
so she does have a chance.
Right. So, like I was saying, we were talking about characters. I got kind of sidetracked with Soyo.
And then the drummer was Taki, she's one of the other ones that just would not stop picking fights.
Yeah, I did not like Taki, but I will say...
Like, I love Koko Hayashi, I just don't like...
Oh, Koko gives a great performance as that character.
Taki just would not give them a rest.
Yeah.
Especially Anon.
Well, she kept dick riding... What's her name?
Oh, Tomori?
Yeah, she kept...
basically wanted to be Tomori's guard dog.
Yeah, basically.
Tomori was having fun.
Yeah, so that was a bit whack, but yeah, I honestly could not be compelled really to really like these characters, because I don't know anything about them beyond their propensity to fight each other.
And then the fifth one is Rana, who is the white-haired guitarist that just shows up.
Yeah, she didn't even do anything other than play the guitar.
Yeah.
In a way, I envy...
She just showed up in their studio, just ripped a sick riff, like, I like you guys.
Yeah.
We know nothing about you!
Yeah, we don't even know anything about her, but I will say, this show had kind of stripes of a lot of, like, music shows that we've seen before. Like, I said Girls Band Cry, but it's got stripes of Love Live, it's got stripes of Wake Up Girls. Wake Up Girls was probably what it reminded me of second to Girls Band Cry. A little bit of Bocchi the Rock is in there. Just, kind of...
Just naming every music anime ever.
Well, because it kind of draws from a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I gave it like... I gave it like a super... I might be getting ahead of myself here. I gave it a super low, like, B tier, because I don't think it's a completely irredeemable, like... It's not a mess or anything. It's just kind of...
I would show the other Bandori animes besides MyGO and Ave Mujica, but like, especially, like, there's the first season that's about the first band Poppin' Party, and then there's another 2 seasons after that, but the other seasons kind of just assume you played the game. Like, they just have the other bands there and just don't give them any introduction, really.
Yeah, that's not a winning strategy.
Luckily, they made these recent too. Like, they purposefully made them so they have Easter eggs for the other bands, but don't really. They make it beginner friendly.
Right. Steven, do you have any thoughts on It's My Go?
Comparing it to what was the other 3D anime thing that we saw?
Girls Band Cry.
Yeah, Girls Band Cry. Girls Band Cry, you feel like you can probably like get them to all get their feelings out, have them have a nice little sit and chat. This one, I feel for my gal, I feel like you have to put them in a boxing ring.
Yeah.
Get your problems out that way, you dumb cunts.
well, that'd be one way to do it, but
it's like, at least in Girls Band Cry, there's like Nina and Momoka yelling at each other.
Yeah,
but then again, there's also the scene where she's carrying Momoka home drunk.
Yeah.
Apparently, they made a web game of that now. They basically made like a flash game recently where you play as Nina and Subaru just carrying Momoka home.
POV, we have to take Wade back from the late night panel.
That's like, get her legs are slipping.
Right. Okay, that's hilarious. I love that. But yeah, like, I will say I did like the ending of It's My Go because it leads into a show that I'm actually interested in watching.
Oh yeah, like Ave Mujica's like the... Apparently it's like super like psychological horror.
Yeah.
It's like on Reddit sometimes where I'd see the episode discussions, things pop up, so like I just click on them sometimes and I'd always see the top comments being like, I am expecting somebody to die in this. It's like, is this going to be the episode where she actually kills herself?
Oh, yeah. So yeah, the way it was described to me was like, that sounds straight up my alley. I can't wait to watch this show.
I say, since October's coming up, I was planning to watch Uma Musume, but I think since it's probably going to be October by the time I pick again, might just bump that up to the plate.
Sure.
Oh yeah, because I think I'm next, aren't I?
Oh, I think
Heather is.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Heather, then you, then me, then Wade.
Okay, I can do this cleanly then. Cool. All right. Well, moving on, I think.
Well, let's give our rankings for It's MyGo.
Yeah, like B tier.
B tier.
Yeah. Like, I usually do A tier for this, but I just didn't really care about the characters enough.
And moving on, so
And
that's It's
Heather's
MyGo, folks. So moving on, we watched one of the many Detective Conan movies, Case Closed, if you will. Detective Conan, Sunflowers of Inferno. This is, to describe the plot, basically, Detective...
Have you guys ever watched an art movie? Like an art house Ocean's 11 movie?
Yes.
Do you remember the plot?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a heist film, basically. Like, Detective Conan has to investigate this,
It's also, it's also a Kaito Kid crossover.
Yeah. Well, I think Kaito Kid is, like... Isn't he, like, the main villain of...
Kind of.
I mean, I know he's got his own stuff going on. I don't really know this franchise too well. I'm still pissed that we haven't gotten a Kaito Kid versus Lupin the Third film yet, but, you know, we'll get there eventually. But in any case, so yeah, basically Detective Conan has to investigate this, you know, international art theft ring that involves Kaito Kid. Not that he's necessarily a part of it. There's also an imposter of Detective Conan.
Sus.
Yeah, which gets explained throughout the film. I get, for this, I gave it an A tier. Again, kind of getting ahead of myself. I get. I was just saying that I thought it was a good, fun, like, action film. Like Steven said, it's like Ocean's 11 type film. It's like a fun thriller spy kind of movie. It's very analogous.
If Ocean's 11 mixed with Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, it's very analogous to like one of the Lupin the Third movies that we've watched.
He should have been in it.
Yeah. Oh, I love the crossover when those two sets of characters met. I thought it was fantastic.
My little note that I have for it is Chicago mentioned.
Oh yeah. I know.
Chicago was mentioned.
Chicago was mentioned. Honestly, like, it's very similar to a lot of like Lupin the Third movies that we've seen. So, if you've enjoyed those types of movies, you will like Sunflowers of Inferno. It's not that deep, kids, but it's also a lot of fun. Like, these are fun characters. Kaito Kid's great. Detective Conan's great. All those characters are awesome, and you will have fun, like, watching them, basically. Anyone have any specific thoughts on the film?
I can't say I have anything else to add.
Okay. Ranking?
Give it an A tier. It's an enjoyable film.
Yeah, I give it an A tier as well. Steven?
I'd say A tier.
Okay. Well, Steven, now it's your turn, because we began the first tournament arc of Fairy Tail.
The beginning of this tournament arc.
Yeah. I don't think we watched all the 12 episodes just because this was right before we went to Anime Magic.
We did manage to actually watch 24 in the end.
Oh,
Or 20. No, we watched 22.
Oh, yeah.
The planned 24 because we had to go do something else one of the days, but it's alright.
Yeah, it's like I think it was the night before we left for Anime Magic. I think we were just getting so tired. I think it was like about midnight then, and we had to get up early. It's like, we need to cut it here, Steven.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was. I think we just had to... I think we just got bored.
Like,
No,
it was like midnight, like 1 a.m. then, so like I told you, we have to... Yeah, you were blackout drunk that night, Steven. That was the last time you...
All right, let's not...
Shush.
Let's not...
I mean, I think we just got bored of it. At least that's what I felt. Because I don't like this section of the arc. I'll come out and say it. I don't like it. It is boring as all hell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
That was my lead-in beforehand. I decided to tell everyone I got blackout.
I mean, I'll just admit I just don't really like torture arcs.
Well, this is a tournament arc, not a torture arc.
No, it just felt like just fairy tale Lucy torture arc.
Oh yeah, that fight. Yeah.
Yeah. I just felt so uncomfortable during that Lucy episode.
I mean, there's worse torture. We could have seen. I mean, there's Evangelion.
Yeah, I didn't like Evangelion.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's true.
I like Ray.
Vibe with Ray. Ray is a cute.
All right, so this is the beginning of like the what do they call it? Tournament? No, Tournament of Power Dragon Ball. I'm sorry.
Like Grandmaster.
Oh, the Grand Magic Games.
Yeah.
It's the beginning of that after the 7-year time skip in Fairy Tail. For those who've seen Fairy Tail, you'll understand the years of 7 years of time skipping is actually going to be relevant soon. But yeah, it's a tournament. They are setting something up in the back end, but it's very slow. It is it will pay off soon, but it is so slow that I hate it. Where we did end, we are starting to actually kind of pick up.
So, folks, if our resident Fairy Tale like aficionado says that this was kind of a boring part of this story, I can't add much confidence to that.
I can also say it's the boring part because this is where we kick off A1 from the list of studios that make this show.
Oh, this is the last A1?
Yes, we're almost at the point where A1 got kicked off because I think they were focusing too much on one part when the arc is supposed to focus on like the setup of what's happening in the background.
Oh. Okay.
And the tournament at the same time that they kind of like animated extra fights.
So they actually got kicked for story reasons.
Yes.
Not like business reasons. Well, I guess business would be involved, but...
Yes, business reasons because A1 took too many fucking liberties with the show at that point already, and I could be completely wrong on this, but I think the author of the manga was like, "Hey, buddy, you're skipping important parts too much. Goodbye."
Okay.
Like he's like, after this run, we are not working with this studio anymore.
So it's kind of a combo of business and business and story.
Yes.
Okay, that's fascinating.
I think they go to a completely different studio about... I can't remember what episode we left off. I think we left off on like 172.
Okay.
And about 13 episodes we switched studios.
Okay. So, well, damn, they had it for a long time though. They had it for almost 200 episodes.
Yeah, no, it's just if you've seen any I was gonna say Yu Yu Hakusho, but that one was actually interesting. If you've seen any other like any shonen tournament arc that wasn't Dragon Ball or Yu Yu Hakusho, then you've probably seen this beginning of this arc anyway.
I can't speak to this. I have seen the Yu Yu Hakusho tournament arc. It was one of my favorite arcs of anime that I've ever watched in my life.
You watch that, and all other tournament arcs kind of sad.
Yeah.
And then Dragon Ball and then I go with Super because Goku going Ultra Instinct shut down the Mexican internet. So
yeah, I mean,
I still love those pictures in Mexico where there's advertising Dragon Ball Z fights. Just Dragon Ball fights as boxing matches.
Yes.
Nice.
It's
like,
funny.
Apparently there's a rumor where a strip club gave free lap dances if Goku won.
So they're guaranteed so everyone's guaranteed free lap dances.
10 bells of victory kind of thing. But yeah, in Fairy Tail, so again, to reiterate, I am actually liking this journey with Fairy. I think it's interesting that Steven has decided to stick with a show for this long, because usually it's like the way our club works is you get at 2 weeks max to like, and usually it's like, you know, you could watch 12 episodes of an anime one week and then 12 episodes of the anime the next week. There you go, you got a whole show. Steven instead has been like piecemealing this with... I
was trying to figure out how to show this show eventually, because I figured at some point we're going to have to actually kind of bridge some of these gaps here with some of these long ass shows. The funny thing is Dragon Ball is shorter than this, but Dragon Ball just does it in weird saga-like, so it's like giant fucking sagas that would
It
probably
would
last
be
hours.
it would be awkward to like break it
yeah,
up.
break it up. Yeah.
And
Okay.
the longest show I'm into that I still need to show you guys is the rest of JoJo.
Oh,
But the
yeah.
thing is, part 3 is like 50-something episodes, and like part 3 isn't even my favorite part.
Stardust
So
Crusaders?
yeah.
Oh, I really
Yeah.
like that part.
Yeah, the thing is, it kind of goes into like the generic battle shonen episode of the week, fight of the week thing.
Yeah, kind of. I really thought it was compelling, though.
Yeah, like it kind of drags on once they get to Egypt, and it's like before they actually get to Dio.
Right.
But hey, yeah, I do need to show you guys that so we can finally watch part 4 and 5, 6, and then part 7 just got announced and got a trailer. So, and everybody says part 7's the best part.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
And
but-
part 4 is my favorite.
Yeah. No, so the thing with this fairy tale arc, just circling back around. The thing with this arc is that after episode 185 is where it starts picking up really quick.
Okay.
For the beginning of this, well, we did start with 2 extra episodes I was supposed to tack on to the end of the last arc, but I think it felt more like a lead into this one better. So that was the little 2-episode stint of the 7-year time skip, where they kind of go over the effects of what happened.
Which was my biggest bitch of the arc, but that was kind of inconsequential.
Yeah.
In the end, really.
One episode was just how the Fairy Tale Guild was during those 7 years-ish, well, at the end of the 7 years. And then the next episode was bringing the original gang back.
Yeah.
And then Fairy Tale mainly entering this Grand Magic Games just to get the 30 million jewel.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's why Makarov says they can go.
Yeah.
Let's go win my money!
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of the funniest bit in this, but other than that, it's just kind of...
Yeah, I mean, again, I've been having a good time with Fairy Tale, but even I can say that this wasn't all that great. I still
exists.
Yeah, I'll give this set of episodes still like a B tier because it's been building on like what came before, and it's not like horribly inconsistent or anything. It's just like it's just not that great. But it doesn't really do anything to, like, damage what came before it, is really what I'm trying to say.
The only good part about the arc, about this part that we watched, is that Natsu wrecking house with Sabretooth's guild before.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was great.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. But, yeah.
So for context, during the 7 years that Fairy Tail was gone, Sabretooth was a guild that went from kind of like a weak little guild to, like, a powerhouse because they basically did was it War of Fairy Tale arc, where at the very end of like their season 1,
yeah,
they basically had a little civil war, and then like the guy who like wants to make like a militaristic guild won.
Mm-hmm.
Sabretooth is what happened if Loxus actually won.
Right.
And then and then Natsu just going in like Natsu, and it's like, oh, he's from Fairy Tale, he's weak because Fairy Tale earned that reputation, I guess. Mm-hmm. And then Natsu just kicking all of their asses except for the people who were actually in the tournament.
Yeah. I mean, I like Natsu a lot. I think he's a great fighter and everything. Good character. Love Todd Haberkorn.
Yes.
Doing the voice. Great voice actor. I'm kind of just spinning my wheels here. It's Fairy Tale is still good to me. It's just this arc is ranking pretty low.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. But it sounds like that's the opinion of the house. So.
Yeah. I at the beginning when we started showing this, I said I have Fairy Tale being in between an A and a B tier. This is where some of it starts to go into the B tier for me too.
Sure. So what do you guys rank this arc?
Yeah, I just said B tier.
Yeah.
So far, part 1 B tier.
Okay, I'm just doing this so I have like a clearer cut for when I do the directory.
Yeah.
when we get these episodes out. Okay, so moving on.
My turn again.
Yep.
We finally decided to finish up K-On! Well, not actually finish up because we haven't seen the movie yet, but...
Or the other extra episodes.
Oh, yeah. So, we watched all the actual series of K-On! We finally watched K-On! Season 2, except for the 3 bonus episodes in the movie.
Which we'll save that for the next podcast episode.
When we finally do another movie night.
Yep, we will certainly put the K-On! Movie up there. But let me just say, K-On! Season 2, I thought was super cute. I kind of wish there was more music.
Yeah, the songs they do perform are great.
Are amazing. They're great. It's great music.
Yeah.
The characters are still as great as ever.
I think they kind of forgot they were a band.
Yeah, they kind of forgot they were. It was more like they were in a slice of life.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a slice of life.
K-On! is a slice of life show, but I just want a little bit more music.
I think K-On! Season 2 is where slice of life animes got that reputation. It's like, well, what happened last week? Nothing.
Yeah. But that said, that's just kind of me being cheap. I did like a lot of the character interactions in K-On!
I think this is how Azusa actually did become my best girl years ago. She's like, guys, can we please just practice?
Yeah, right.
No.
Right. It's like the Chad face of Ritsu, Yui,
and
Mio,
Mugi.
Mugi, and Mio. Like, no. But I really liked what these characters are doing. Were doing. They were going. You'd have a 2-3 episode arc where it's like they would go on a school field trip. They would go.
Yeah, they'd go do this thing, do that thing.
I will say
I was barely in the fucking show.
Yeah, and that was a shame because I really liked Azusa. I thought she was a really cute character. But what was actually really funny was like watching K-On! And getting a chance to like discover some of the memes, like the memes that came out of K-On!
You saw some of the frames of the memes came out of.
Yes, and it was interesting to see that like sort of put those memes into their like specific context, because in context these memes are so funny. Like there's a really famous clip that goes around with K-On! Where it was either Mugi or Ritsu who reaches over and steals Mio's.
Mugi.
Oh, no, that was Mugi.
That was definitely Mugi.
Like that was an episode where she realized she had never been slapped before, so she wanted Mio to slap her.
Right.
Oh no.
Right, that was.
For those of you with no visual, I tried to open up a 2-liter of soda and it erupted on me.
After shaking it down the stairs.
Here, you guys keep talking. I'll go get some paper towels.
Mugi. Mugi stealing the strawberry, just Mio just tearing up.
Yeah. It's like, the whole crux of the episode ends up being Mugi's too pure to slap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when Mio finally decided to slap her, she just slapped Ritsu instead.
She punched me. She punched Ritsu right in the head. It's like, wow.
Why me?
One hell of a stray to catch
Ritsu,
there.
Ritsu wasn't even doing nothing. She just caught a stray.
She got hit twice.
Yeah. I mean, Ritsu is, let's be real, Ritsu is kind of easy to hit.
Yeah. So I call Ritsu the, like, Edda and Eddie. She's the Eddie of the group.
Right, so I forgot what was even the context of why she... Oh, yeah, because she wanted to get slapped. And
Mugi is the rich girl who wants to have these experiences but never gets them.
Yeah, she's the sheltered rich girl that sees like normal everyday person experiences. Like, oh, this is what the normal people do.
Right, yeah.
It's like what that one Pulp song's about.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so Ritsu gets hit instead, and that's kind of a standard episode from K-On! Season 2. You have like
another example is the AC thing, where like the other part of the joke is that Ritsu never does her presidential duties.
Oh right. Oh, is that when they turn the air conditioning?
That's when they were trying to get AC, and all Ritsu had to do was just request it at the meeting where all the club presidents go and say, "Hey, we need this."
Oh, right.
Yeah. Like, I request we get our AC turned on. Okay. That's it.
But yeah, I mean, there was a lot of funny stuff like that. When you were going up the stairs to go get that Coke, we were talking about how how it's a real shame that Azusa kind of gets. She's introduced towards the end of season 1, but in season 2, it's not that she's not there. It's just they don't really utilize her all that much.
I think like whenever she shows up, it's just like a little arc. Like, what am I gonna do when they all graduate?
Yeah, and it does lead to some good drama
like
near the end.
It's like she hangs out with Uwe more than she hangs out with the rest of the band.
Right, yeah.
Because Yui's little sister's in her grade.
I think they were trying to set up what she would do after, which is, like, neat, but we never really got time to actually coalesce with this character.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Like the only time they really, like, set up that there's gonna be a next generation of the band, there's just one scene where that little pigtail girl she hangs out with plays a bass.
Oh, June.
Yeah, June.
Right.
Which reminded me of Brother June, which is,
less said about Brother June, the better.
Tying this back to a less savory music anime.
Right. But I will say that in K-On! There were some really good like when they did circle back eventually to music, it got really, really good. Like when they played that show at the school, the song first of all was fantastic, but then afterwards they have actually this really impactful, like emotional.
Oh yeah, the last episode where they play like a goodbye song for Azusa, which is funny because Stevens added a bunch of Hokago Tea Times songs to his Spotify, just like a random list of songs.
The two songs that come on are the one they did at the final. Yeah, rice is. I think the song translates to rice is a side dish.
Oh yes.
And it's
and then the other one
is that goodbye song they sang to Azusa.
Now we are never going to be able to listen to that song without tearing up.
Yeah. And it's a banging song too, which just
unless it's Azusa, she's like, you guys suck.
Oh!
It's what she said to them at season 1 the first time they played for her.
Yeah, so I guess there is some sentimentality there. It's just funny the way that she just phrases it so.
There would be sentimentality if it actually, mattered.
Yeah. So with like K-On! Season 2. I still give K-On! Overall, like a show, an A tier.
Yeah.
This includes season 2.
Yeah. And there also is a reason the show still holds up, since a lot of those shots just seem like they're straight out of a Shinkai movie.
Yes, yes.
Like if they weren't just that if they're just a little less moe blobby, like they would be, you wouldn't be able to tell it wasn't a Shinkai movie.
Right, because KyoAni had some cash for this show.
It's like some of those background shots are just like
amazing.
This is too high budget to just be a little like. If this was like a usual studios just seasonal slice of life show, like this would just be like a flat background.
This is why KyoAni was just known for like hit after hit after hit, because you think about all that they were producing from like 2005 to when the fire was like 2019. You think about that period, it was just the anime they were making. They were literally the prestige studio. They could take something like K-On! And make it look like it was animated by Makoto Shinkai.
Apparently the source material of K-On! Is just one of those like 4-panel comics, just girls just kind of fucking around.
Yeah, and they made like one of the most famous anime ever out of it.
Yeah, people say this shows the prime example of an anime that's better than the manga.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. Kind of hard to tell a band story without the music.
Yeah, I was saying, a thought occurs to me. Do you think they had those assets from like when they actually like were trying hard back in the early days? Trying to get their footing in so they make all the shows look nice, but they have all those stock backgrounds. I'm like, why not use it for this like Moa Blob show?
I could see that.
And then the fire took everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently City, that's probably about to wrap up within the next few weeks. I mean, this is the first actual original they've made since the fire.
Yeah.
Like everything else before that was just sequels to their
Which shows you how bad that fire was. And to the guy in jail...
Oh, he's dead.
Is he dead?
Well,
death penalty.
Oh.
Yeah, not dead yet, but was pretty much instantly sentenced once he was able to be on trial.
Hey, good luck, buddy.
I thought they announced that they actually hung him a few months ago.
Not that
Not
I've
yet.
heard.
Not yet. He didn't get the randomly generated pick day.
No. I mean, it is randomly generated. Could be tomorrow, could be 20 years from now.
Yeah.
And by the way, folks, we are not advocating for his death. This is the
Say
Japanese government.
He deserves it.
The Japanese government has sentenced him to death. They're just, gonna pick a day.
Yeah.
Eventually, or tomorrow, or yesterday, or whatever.
And that day should be met with a day of watching a KyoAni show, because fuck that dude.
This should be the time where they tell people which button actually hits the hang button. So that way everyone knows for certain this fucker deserves it.
Yeah. Press F to spit, or whatever.
Yeah, Chris has to spit.
So anyway, K-On! Season 2, great show. Great music, of course. The both EDs for K-On! Have been absolutely incredible.
Yeah. I think that the no thank you one, that one actually hits harder on those dramatic episodes.
Yeah.
Like the second ED from season 2?
Yeah. Like, I've heard, and Don't Say Lazy has always been the classic one. I feel like nobody ever told me about No Thank You. That one is so good.
Don't Say Lazy. I get why Don't Say Lazy is a classic, because it's such a good song.
Yeah, I think we were talking about it in one of the MILF Discord. Please, Idol Research Club. Please buy from them. Someone said that
our podcast not quite officially sponsored by Idol Research Club.
Just do our friends a favor. And they said, I think someone who watched it said that this was like the more mature version of Okago Tea Time, which I see it. Don't Say Lazy is just them like trying to be new and stuff, and then the second one's like trying to spin their wheels, and then this one's like they finally figured out what they're doing.
Yeah, and it's great. It's great. So again, reiterating, K-On! A tier for me.
Yeah.
A tier from both of us too, I believe.
In fact, season 1 is probably an S tier for me, but like season 2 kind of brings it down a bit by just kind of meandering a lot.
Yeah. It meanders, but it also like
still a good time.
The characters are entertaining, so you don't really mind it. But after the fact, you do kind of feel like, well, it is kind of spinning its wheels a little bit.
The music's like Yui during the marathon. Just got lost.
That was a funny instance too.
I kind of feel like since this show was like the big moe show of the time, I feel like the Japanese fan base probably just really wanted. It's like, I just want to see these characters hang out, which I feel like that's kind of what fan fiction and the manga's for, but
the market complied. You got your hanging out. Alright, so that was K-On! And then we have the anime that we watched,
that we just watched right before.
Yes.
Anime.
Not quite an anime, but very, very much anime adjacent.
Yes, we watched a live recording, official live recording, because it was, released on Blu-ray.
And they showed it at Ghibli Fest.
Yep. Of the Spirited Away live stage show recorded in Tokyo in 2022.
And we watched the Kana Hashimoto one.
Yes. I want to get your guys' reactions to it first before I give kind of more my detailed, because I have seen this before these two have watched it, so I want them to kind of lead.
Yeah. I was so impressed by how they adapted it.
Right.
So I feel like some of those those character designs and stuff, like this shouldn't be able to work on stage, but they made it work.
Yeah. Seeing it in, because you think about how are they going to make certain things like the giant baby or Yubaba or
like No Face when he gets giant, eating everybody.
Or Kamaji, the guy who works down in the boiler room. How are they going to pull all this off? Because if you've seen, I wonder if the people listening to an anime podcast have seen Spirited Away. Vote on your cell phones now. But seeing Spirited Away, and you see just all of this magnificent just creativity. Like all these different monsters and sprites and fucking gods and demons and all sorts of other things. Like just the imagination and the creativity on display in the film is so incredible. But then you think about how are they going to do this practically, because it's like your first instinct is to almost think they can't do it because it's just there's too many moving parts. Well, the thing is, yeah, there are a lot of moving parts, but these guys found a way to move them. It was just incredible, like with Kamaji, who's like the
spider boiler room guy.
Yeah, the old man in the boiler room with like 6 arms who's able to do all this stuff. They have like 4 guys. He has like prosthetic arm. The actor has
like puppeting his arms.
Yeah, puppeting his arms, like moving them in front of his face, and reaching them across the stage past Chihiro to like grab some like spices and stuff because he's doing like apothecary stuff. Like he has like. I just realized Kamaji kind of has multiple roles in that he's supposed to run the boiler, like keep the water hot because it's a bathhouse, but he's also supposed to like make herbal soaps and stuff.
Man wears many hats.
Man does wear many hats. Well, he's got many hands to put them on. So, so Steven, what did you think of the?
So this was the first time I've seen Spirited Away in its entirety in probably literal decades. So a lot of the stuff actually kind of like when you see something new, kind of hit like that. Like, oh, I forgot this happened.
Okay.
So it's like, oh,
and don't worry, this play actually is a very faithful adaptation of the movie.
I mean, I don't doubt that. It's just like, you just haven't seen something in full. Like every time I get to this movie, everyone that I watch it with, we get to the giant baby scene in the anime, and they always shut it off.
Oh. The giant baby freaks out.
Everyone
when
in
you
the
watch
room.
it with.
Yeah. They had weak constitutions, but it was completely fine with watching Friday the 13th right after.
Yeah, that sounds like a personal experience.
So first time seeing it, I was very impressed. It's just like the movie.
Yeah,
that's
the thing. It's scary how accurate this play is to the film, because it's like you can't even imagine how they could get it to be that accurate.
I love how they did the baby on stage. Just a woman with all the baby prosthetics on, just doing the baby voice.
Yeah, and it works.
Yeah.
It totally works. I was like, Hannah and Steven were like asking me, and Heather too, were asking me, well, how are they going to do this from the movie? How are they going to do that? And I'm like, oh, you'll see. Oh,
I didn't ask those questions that I barely remember shit.
Oh, right. Well, Hannah and Heather asked them,
yeah.
But it's fair questions, because it's like, how the fuck are they going to do this? In the sense that, like, is it even possible to do it through like practical effects? It turns out it is. Yeah. I mean, there's probably a reason this thing does not travel outside of Japan that much.
I think when I was looking at the wiki page for it, I think I saw that they did it in London.
Yes, they moved it to London for like a brief, like, kind of showing. It was like it had a run in like the summer of 23 in like the West End of London. That's like the theater district of London.
Yeah.
World famous theater. I've actually been there to watch Book of Mormon.
Nice. You went to London?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was
Why?
great. What?
Why?
It was great. It was awesome.
But it's London.
Irrelevant. It was great.
Actually, another West End anime musical that I don't know if it has like a pro shot or if it's on Blu-ray or something. The Death Note musical.
Oh, I've heard about that. I heard that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, apparently it actually was written in English first and then got translated to Japan.
Right.
I would love to see how that works out someday.
Yeah, and I would have loved to have seen this, like, live. I think I would have been just blown away. Because it's like, probably the most famous scene out of Spirited Away is the 6th station.
Yeah, the train
scene. The train scene where they're traveling across the water. Because it's literally like 3 minutes of nothing happening, and it's probably some of the most compelling animation ever put on film, because it's just a character kind of contemplating the fact that they are not the same person anymore. They're literally like moving from being a child into an adult. So it kind of has that thing, and it's kind of like, are they just going to have the actors sit on stage and just kind of play the scene out as it is in the film? And they do, and it works. It's actually kind of even more impressive that they could just have 2 actors sit on stage doing nothing except having the music play, and it still works. And that's kind of the summation of this stage play, is that everything still works. Everything works probably better than it should when you actually think about it. But yeah, everything is great about the Spirited Away stage play. There are certain moments that had to be like kind of cut out just for variety of reasons. Not even like practical reasons, more like time management reasons. Because the movie is like 2.5, almost 2 hours 45, and the play is like, I clocked it. It was about 2 hours 15. Because you're thinking you got to add in like the intermission, so it's around 2 hours and 15 minutes. So there were certain things that had to be cut out, but I would say that the stage play is not only a very faithful adaptation. Honestly, if it was someone's introduction to Spirited Away, I wouldn't even fault them for like, oh, that's your version of Spirited Away. Yeah.
That works for me.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I would recommend them to go watch the movie, because if you think this is cool, holy shit.
I actually don't even remember like what was actually cut out of the movie.
Just kind of more character moments. Yeah, I think I might have it's more like a 2.5 hour film. That
it's like at least I can't really think of anything like important to the plot.
If I remember right, I think they cut out more of like the working in the...
Yeah, they cut out some of the working scenes. They also cut out certain scenes of like the parents like exploring the amusement park.
Yeah, I mean that was probably more just can't really build all the different shots and stuff.
It's not stuff that like is important to the plot in any meaningful way, but
I mean the whole set like kind of was just like a rotating platform that had like 4 different buildings on it.
Yeah, and folks, watching this live recording, you might just want to watch it for if you're like a big fan of like stage production stuff. Watch this movie because you will see like one of maybe the most elaborate set I have ever seen, like built for a stage play.
Yeah, I know. I really want to see this, just like being a theater kid by proxy, kind of said, because I was a pit performer.
Right,
and I was in the plays.
Right, and I just really like theater. But the guy who produced this play was a man named John Caird, who also produced the produced the play adaptation of Les Miserables. And that play had a lot of elaborate sets to them, which they tried to recreate for the movie to varying degrees. But I think this trumps Les Mis, like, by far, in terms of, like, actual elaborate sets, and the costumes are extremely faithful to the film. Like, they even have the turnip god, who's just kind of a big
flabby.
They
gave him nipples.
They did give him nipples, which there was one drawback. They gave that radish god big old pepperoni slices.
Pepperonis with a certain mound in the middle. They left a little bit of sausage under there.
Yep. And Chihiro had to be right next to him in the fucking elevator.
He just looked like he was going to turn over to her and just ask her about Primus or something.
Oh, yeah. What was that from?
I don't know. The guy just kind of gave me the vibe. Just if he was a human, he would have been one of those like guys that would follow like Grateful Dead on tour.
You know who should have been in Yubaba's bathhouse? The 3 cowboys from Winona's Big Brown Beaver. I almost said Yubaba's Big Brown Beaver. Could you imagine that? That's a Spirited Away tie. Featuring Primus. That's gonna be my next shirt.
New episode title: Spirited Away featuring Primus.
So ranking of the Spirited Away live show.
S tier.
Steven?
S tier.
Yes, I give it an S tier as well. Hayao Miyazaki's film obviously stands the test of time. And it can be put on screen, or it can be put on screen and on stage.
Hell yeah.
Very rare feat for any film, especially an animated film. But there it is. All right, so that's our anime roundup. Let's talk some con adventures.
So it looks like our first one was.
Before we get into that, I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt you. Housekeeping time.
All right, let's.
Because this is probably a good point to actually kind of throw that in there. First off, thanks for watching this far for our anime roundup right at the beginning. Please like, subscribe, share, do all that jazz. Just trying to get this out there just a little bit more so people who want to see this can see this without having to pick up a business card.
Yeah,
we do appreciate all the new subscribers though, so thanks. Even though we barely did, even though this is probably gonna come out sooner than the last time I did because that one was just
last episode we recorded at the beginning of July, and Steven isn't gonna upload it till around the end of September.
Shit happens. Also, when you work with computers, the last thing you want to do is look at another computer. So, yeah, sorry about that. Look at our link tree for artist stuff. We are coming up with new stickers to put up on the merch stores, so I can finally reactivate merch stores. Because I had to take them down because we're not selling anything. I don't want to take you guys to dead sites. But yeah, look out for Redbubble and Teespring coming up. We're finally getting those last little bits in the works. And then I think that's probably about it. Cons we plan on going to after this one, we'll talk about later. But if you feel like you want to donate monetarily, there is a Venmo in the link tree, I believe. Or maybe we can start setting up maybe I think Hannah has a Throne account somewhere.
Yeah, can donate to my causes to help me cosplay from Uma Musume.
You can help her cosplay Uma Musume, or you can help me get like a better streaming setup other than a laptop, USB extender, and like 3 shit-ass microphones.
Hey, if there's anything we need for the podcast, just tell me to add it to my throne.
We could do that. Yeah. I'll get that link to Hannah's throne and throw it up on the link tree, and we'll get that way. So you guys don't have to donate to a personal Venmo. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Leave your comments. Get the video in the algorithm. Golf shows. They crashed my computer, so your boy needs a new pooter.
And so you may be getting our golf videos from 2023 and like 2026, 2027.
Yeah. It's just this thing's computing power is reaching the end. This is a 7-year-old laptop, which I plan just to kind of downgrade to a panel laptop when we get to that point. So,
like a tablet?
No, one that you build panels on, like make this computer only for our panels.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really resell this with a Boku no Pico Survivor sticker on it, you know.
It'll be long nights with the hair dryer, trying to melt those stickers off.
Yeah, long nights with knives. Anyway,
so think we're ready for con roundup?
Yeah. Now we're gonna go into our con roundup.
Okay, so our first con since last time we recorded, so sort of about middle of July here, we went to a little QuadCon. We went to QuadCon Peoria at the Peoria Civic Center.
This is
QuadCon's like big event of the year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a flagship event for them because you have to pay to actually get it. This isn't like one of the ones that's like set inside of a mall or anything.
Yeah, I think it was like $15 to get into this one.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, and I think that's just a venue price because we went to like a Peoria Con back in March.
One that was just in a mall.
No. Well, that was the February
Oh, the one you went to?
Yeah.
The actual one called Peoria Con?
Yeah. That one was like $15.
Yeah,
so I think that's just a venue price or something.
Probably have to actually pay to use the Peoria Civic Center.
Yeah, so they do have to charge for it. Unlike malls where it's like, hey, we'll take any foot traffic we can get these days. But the Peoria Con was fun. Like it was a lot of booths there, booths that we've seen before. Artist alley, vendors hall, all that sort of, basically all that stuff. What did I buy there? Oh yeah, I bought some I bought a bunch of more like cheap B movies. That's kind of why I go to these quad cons, to be honest. To, like, find just legendary polls, you know what I mean, of like B films that like they were kind of the Z grade garbage of the 1950s and 1960s and stuff. But then you like find them on DVD and it's like, oh, I'm gonna plan one hell of a monster movie night for like Halloween or just any other day, any old day, really. Just, you know, get some beers and everything and have fun. So yeah, that's why I go to these quad cons. And this quad con was bigger than the other ones because they were able to actually pull some pretty big.
Yeah, they had Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle was in the mix, folks. We didn't
BattleBots.
Yeah, the BattleBots were fun.
Yeah, I love BattleBots so much. I used to watch them as a kid.
Oh, they go crazy. Like the big tournament BattleBots.
We sat down to watch some. One of the ones shot one of the other BattleBots up and actually cracked the protective glass.
Yeah, I mean, they go fucking nuts with these
It's also really funny when you have these high-powered robots in, like, the very tiny square.
Yeah, and they're just...
Yeah, then that was just, like, let's see how many times you can ricochet a robot around plates of glass.
They had big screens, like, from the cameras in the ring, just so you could actually see them without having to be up close.
Right.
But yeah, sometimes just looking at the ring itself, you could just see Bosch just flying.
Yeah, I mean, these are like Beyblades made out of jagged scrap metal, fucking fighting each other.
Beyblades with actual blades attached.
Yeah, exactly, and it's so cool. There was also a wrestling promotion there.
Yeah, like 0-1.
Yeah, 0-1 Wrestling. I think they're out of Indianapolis.
I think they're like near Northern Illinois.
Could be Northern Illinois.
I know a bunch of people from Iron Spirit are there too, like B.A. Malkin.
Yeah.
That's what they call Ileana promotion, right?
Oh, so they crossed state lines.
Yeah.
Which technically we're in Ileana now.
Correct. We are now. Hannah and I have moved to Ileana because most of our stations and most of our everything are just Ileana. Because that's where the expressway was supposed to go before Bruce Rounder decided to kick him the dick.
Which is now why we're thinking for 2026 looking into Indiana cons.
Well, good luck.
Please send us an email at offthebalcony21@gmail.com excuse me, if you guys have any good Indiana cons. Please and thanks.
Yeah, we'd love to get recommendations.
Apparently people say WeebCon Indy was a disaster this year, but I'm still curious.
Why was it a disaster?
I mean, we go to cough cons. We're used to rolling dumpster fires.
Yeah. I think people were saying like the vendors hall was shit, like the autograph situation was shit, but like they got Saki Fujita there this year. The voice of Hatsune Miku was there. It's like I don't care how much I would have had to pay. I would have got her.
You think Miku was doing her dance while everything was going to hell? That sounds like a very...
They somehow managed to get Hatsune Miku to Indiana.
I can't see the horizon. Hatsune Miku!
Let's put it this way, right? Everyone has their thing. Everyone has, like, preconceived notions about the regions, but let me tell you that Indiana's like the poorest state of the Midwest.
Yeah.
Because everything just goes through there and nothing stops. unless you're into the Indy cars or the NASCARs, but other than that, nothing really stops there, so...
Shit, look at Gary, man.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to stop in Gary.
Yeah, don't.
I mean, I think Gary's...
If you stop your car in Gary, you're going to get your catalytic converter taken out.
Race car. But, no, I mean, I think Gary's, like, actually kind of getting pretty close to qualifying as a ghost town now.
It basically is. It's kind of like Cairo down in southern Illinois.
Cairo.
It's... whatever. But, yeah, I'll say this about Peoria Con. All the cons that I've been to in Peoria have, despite my mixed feelings of the place as a city, the convention scene there is actually pretty good.
Yeah. I mean,
the Bass Pro Shops was very nice, however.
Yeah, same. Besides this con, the only times I've ever actually been to the Peoria Civic Center were for seeing musicals and seeing John Mulaney.
Right. And we actually... when we went to that Peoria Con back in March, we actually saw his banner in, like, the reception area of the Civic Center.
Nice.
We actually saw a bunch, like, because there was this big wall with all these banners of, like, different bands, events that had been to this place, and we saw Mulaney. We saw all sorts of... We saw AC/DC, we saw Nickelback, we saw
This okay. I'm sorry. This was on this was on the 19th of July, right?
Yeah.
So it was your little brother's birthday.
Yeah. After the Peoria Con, we both all had to leave early to go. Well, we had to leave early to get to Davenport. So
me and Heather had to leave early to go to dinner with my parents. So
So I just wore my Nijigasaki uniform, put my hair in braids, and was Emma.
Right.
So it's like on our way over to Davenport, stopped at a gas station, go into the bathroom and change into normal clothes, so I wasn't showing up dressed as a schoolgirl in front of Steven's family.
Yeah, that would have been...
Yes, I am not going to a con without cosplaying. That is how committed I am.
That's fair. I mean...
Speaking of which, hi, Thomas. He watches this.
Oh, so. Yeah, he leaves comments on our videos sometimes. Correct.
Hey, Thomas, you're not allowed to sleep in my house. Third Amendment says so. Sorry, bro. I can't put you up. Government says so.
We have now become Third Amendment rights activists.
Get them!
Just gonna go to like a soldier parade, like a military parade. You will never sleep in my home!
Okay!
Neat!
Are you on crack? But anyway.
Not that you know.
But
anyway, the Peoria Con, I will say the most legendary pull I've bet was $60. Was that
my Christ.
An art print of Sonic 2 Volume 0.
Yes.
It's the size of a movie poster.
with a now accurate to Chris's gender presentation, right? Like it doesn't have the original.
I don't know. We haven't unrolled it a little bit.
That's how I remembered it. Yeah, to be honest, if I'm mistaken on that,
we're trying to get frames.
Yeah, it's like pretty much all of our art prints that we bought like within like the last year or two, we still need to buy frames for. So we just need to buy one of those big like movie poster frames and put that up. Like we know exactly where we want to put it. We just haven't
actually gotten the frames yet. Money's been an issue.
I mean, I've been unemployed for months.
Well, technically, you've only been unemployed for like a month.
Yeah, but
technically.
Yeah, I shouldn't get into my work drama here.
Yeah, let's not. So yeah, Peoria Con, a lot of fun. Had a great time. Would absolutely go back.
Got a Chris Chan poster. It was beautiful.
I mean,
and I bought 2 figures there. I bought Test Tube Nico.
Oh right.
So yeah, apparently there's this series of Muse figures. I think it's like Machine Man or something like that is the brand name. Where it's basically kind of built like model kits where there are different hands. They're in their first the Bokura wa Ima no Nakade outfits, but they have different hands you can put on them, but they're kind of built like model kits where they're put in like little plastic things and you have to like clip them off and glue them on.
Yep.
So I just haven't actually built my Nico, so I just have her displayed still in the tube that they put her in.
Right,
so,
right.
I kind of don't want to. It's just so much funnier just seeing just Nico in a tube like Mewtwo in the first Pokemon movie.
Right. And speaking of Peoria Con, we will actually be going to another Quad Con in Peoria on November 8th. We'll be going to the Northwoods Mall. I'm reading off of the flyer.
Oh, yeah. We actually went to a QuadCon today, too, that we'll talk about later, and picked up a flyer for one of their next events.
Yep. Peoria, Illinois, Northwoods Mall, November 8th through 9th. If you're in the area, I'd recommend going to see it. Because
and they also will have one in Joliet, Illinois, I think October 11th through 12th, I believe.
Yep.
Yep, 11th and 12th.
Which we are going to a different con that weekend, so maybe we'll be able to swing over to it that Sunday, but
depends.
That's a maybe. How we're feeling or how long we have to host panels for.
Yeah. But in any case, Peoria Con, great. Thank you for all that QuadCon does. We will thank you again here in a little bit.
Every QuadCon that we're able to attend that's within our area, we will be going.
Yep. So anyway, moving on from Peoria QuadCon.
I also did buy a Haruhi figure at that one too.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So moving on from the Peoria Con, let's talk about one of our big cheese cons
Yeah,
that we went to.
It's a con me and Steven went to last year that we didn't actually host any panels at. We just saw it was happening and just decided, fuck it, let's go.
We also missed the panel entry by I think 1 or 2 days.
Yeah,
and we were like, yeah, fuck it, let's go. Why not?
Yeah, and we had so much fun there last year that we pretty much dragged Wade and Heather to it this year.
We made the special note of we have to get here because of it sounded like a party con. And
it was.
It was an amazing party con. So,
this is Anime Iowa in Coralville, Iowa.
Yep.
Just ripped me on that first day because your boy, had to get dental work done like the week of.
Oh, you had a zinger.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Let me go ahead and just tell to the crowd. I inherited weak teeth from my dad's side of the family, and I got what was it? 2 crowns, 4 fillings, and I think 2 more or something else, and then a root canal surgery. So the good thing is we caught it before there was an abscess, which is always neat. But the only reason I went in was because my tooth broke, and I come out with like $2,000 in dental debt. So that first night was hell on earth for me because I couldn't eat without my mouth feeling like it was going to explode. But all the other nights I was fine. I just wish we went to the Hokkaido place on that first night. That place is always a banger. Even with the minimal amount I ate was a banger.
Yeah.
I should have gotten the eel though, because on the eel I would have been able to actually eat the entirety of. But
I mean, folks, Steven showed me a photograph of his teeth, his back teeth. It was fucked. And that's
actually my front molar. There's like a molar right after your canine on the front of your teeth. On the top one, yeah, that thing was just halfway gone.
Yeah, it was fucked. And I've had dental procedures done like that before. They're not fun, especially when you're right before like an eating holiday. That's why I always from now on I put my dental appointments till after the holidays, so I can just, you know what, we'll merit one last night of freedom before we put the tooth hooks up in there.
Yeah, it was very okay.
Yeah,
everything. It was very, very painful. I could barely drink a protein shake without wanting to die.
Yeah.
But enough about my woes. Anime Iowa, very good place. We took them to Hannah and I took Wade and Heather to all the hits that we went to that weekend.
Oh yeah, I think almost as soon as we landed. Well, I think like as soon as we landed to our hotel, you guys went out to Trader Joe's to buy some booze.
Yeah, we bought booze.
Yeah, we're not in a food desert anymore.
Yeah,
we do have options. We have many options available for drinks.
Definitely. So we bought booze at Trader Joe's, which that's a funny statement. That's probably the whitest statement ever said.
Yeah.
We bought booze at Trader Joe's. We brought it back. Then we went over to the convention, and it's a super manageable walk from the hotel that we were staying at the
Homewood Suites, which is the hotel me and Steven stayed at last year, which we insisted on having you guys stay there because that is a damn good hotel.
It's a very nice hotel. I was very pleased with it.
This is the con where we have a full-ass kitchen in our hotel room.
Full-ass kitchen.
Glassware.
Which we took advantage of.
All you have to do is like wash it and dry it out, put it back before you leave. It's all good.
Yeah, and not an issue at all if you're not a Neanderthal.
Yeah, they even give you a thing of dish soap too, so you can wash it yourself.
Yeah.
Need more towels though.
Yeah.
So I could have just asked the desk for more, but oh well.
So we landed, started pre-gaming. We immediately went over to the convention center to grab our badges and just have a look around, see what was actually like there. And I was actually impressed about how big this con was and how much of it they were able to actually fit into this hotel convention center.
It's a little twisty though, isn't it?
It is very twisty, but I'm just surprised it was able to hold all that space.
I think this is like one of the longest running cons in the Midwest. I think it's been going on since like '99, I believe.
Which is insane for an anime convention. I mean, I know ASEN's very old, and there are a couple other.
I forget if that one was '99 too. Or
ASEN was also in the '90s.
Yeah, sometime in the '90s.
Yeah, so it was cool to be part of a legacy convention. You know what I mean? So yeah, we get checked in, no issues there.
Right after that, probably after our first sweep of the vendors hall, we went to Hokkaido Ramen House.
Oh my god, such good! I think I turned into one of the pigs from Spirited Away because I could not we had chicken katsu over rice. We're doing like miso soup. We're having like Japanese beer.
Yeah. I think I had like some shrimp.
You had eel. Eel.
Oh yeah, eel.
Eel tastes very good, by the way.
Eel does taste good.
So perfectly seasoned.
Yeah, like I was like
it's melted in my mouth, kind of.
Like I was saying before you got back down here, I was saying I should have gotten that with my teeth being on fire. Speaking of which, that was the first time I had antibiotics and then decided to drink.
Yeah, no shit. But so what was funny was I was pre-gaming that whole day, as I do at conventions. I'm like drinking throughout it, and I'm like, oh, this is good. And then I ate all that food, like the pre-game basically was negated pretty much immediately. I'm like, well, shit. Now I gotta start at zero again.
Oh, a pregame didn't matter to me. I was already fucking flying.
No, I know, but like
had a little bit of mental health.
And when they serve you Japanese beer at this Hokkaido house over in Coralville, it's like a fucking tankard of the shit.
Which actually we will have an opportunity to go to Hokkaido again because after me and Steven moved to our town, we found out there actually is a Hokkaido ramen house chain in our town.
No shit. Like
it's like an actual brick and mortar restaurant, full size building.
Yeah, we had no idea it was an actual chain restaurant.
Wow.
There was one in Champaign too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That makes sense because of U of I. So
if you guys actually come up to us for golf sometime,
right,
we'll take you guys there.
So that day was pretty standard because it was just kind of us feeling our way. We only had one panel planned for that night.
Had our waifu wars that night.
Yeah, and the waifu wars.
Oh, let me can I go to the bit of this, right?
Yeah.
We're trying to set this shit up, right?
Yeah.
And we're trying to get the password to get onto the Wi-Fi because this doesn't work without Wi-Fi.
They said you need an access code for the Wi-Fi. It's like we didn't have an access code, so I ran out of the rooms, like was looking around for any staff member I could find, and then eventually it's like running down the hall for a while. Just ran some staff members like, can you guess the access code? I think we were like room 4. Like we're in room 4. We need the Wi-Fi, and so like girl there had no idea, so she called like a supervisor. Someone said, then eventually said they'll be down there soon. So like I ran back to the room, like staff will be here soon, and then waited like 10 minutes for somebody to come down. Like nobody did, and then just eventually someone in the crowd
gave us their like in hotel Wi-Fi, and then someone gave us the access code later. It's like a Spaceballs ass access code.
There was just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could have guessed that.
You can't make this shit up, folks. I remember that, but so waifu wars. Can I just say that waifu wars was actually kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie.
Like nobody was being antagonistic.
Yeah, I wanted, because when you do a panel like that, you want debate. You want like a big show.
Yeah, there was. Here's the thing: there was exactly 2 people being antagonistic.
Yeah,
one who's seen that show a numerous amount of times, which I appreciate you coming again, and then one dude who's like just came up there and like decided to half-ass it. I came this close to putting like one of Hannah's favorite characters in like the bottom tiers just to get people angry. Yeah, because one of Hannah's favorite characters is like a crowd favorite character, and I definitely would have gotten something out of it.
It's like we've had waifu wars that I don't want to say went badly, but like you had people just fucking around and everything and just not ready. But I've never had a waifu wars where we had to drag the reactions out of people. Yeah, that was bizarre.
Yeah, I know waifu wars is like one of our classics. Like I love having it in our like 18+ rotation, but also part of me is like, we haven't really had a memorable waifu wars in a long time.
The only memorable one was like Amkey and then Nebraska. Those 2 were the memorable ones.
Nebraska was a lot of
Nebraska fun. It was a full ass ballroom. Yeah, and we filled every seat.
Yeah, and Amkey 24, that was probably my favorite time we've ever done that panel.
Anime Magic last year, we had the guy bark from Makima.
Yes. Midwest.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so it works as a panel. It's just like difference of crowd. I don't know. I'm
also thinking it might have just been the first night. Everyone's kind of like fucked off tired.
Oh yeah,
sure. But we weren't even that late into the evening. To be fair.
Oh
we also might have been competing with something else too.
Could be.
Oh yeah, at Anime Iowa, this con encourages partying so much, they have a bar set up inside the convention center itself.
Which I took full advantage of that weekend.
I think last year's theme was Studio Ghibli themed drinks, and then this year's theme was like One Piece themed.
Oh, and they had some good stuff there. Yeah, they had some good stuff.
There were like these cocktails that came in like specialty cups.
They did,
and Steven got one called the Fan Service.
It is a literal
just bikini
babe. Well, without
the
arms.
I saw that. I was like,
separate legs.
It's just literally just a body with like tits and ass covered by a bikini. Yeah. So he just had just that sitting up on stage during Waifu Wars.
Like it
was
full.
Perfect.
It's like no, it was perfect, and it's full Margaritaville kind of thing. But here's the thing. This is the only thing I want to say about Waifu Wars. I'm just like it's weird that Waifu Wars just generated like was kind of just a wash. Yeah, it's weird for Waifu Wars to be a wash. Let's just admit that.
Yeah.
Like this should not be a boring panel.
Yeah. And it's not even like Anime Iowa was bad for us for panels in any way.
Anime Iowa was like probably one of our highlights of the year.
Yeah, in terms of panel, it was amazing. It's just that panel was.
Well, it's weird when Waifu Wars was the footnote.
Yeah.
Absolutely, that's a good way to put it.
And this is a panel that has gotten us invited to a con once.
Yeah, and
even though we're not going back to that one again.
Yeah, not out of dislike. It's just
I don't like the venue.
I'm not spending 6 hours to go to a Rosemont ass place.
Yeah,
not spending $6 to go to a place where you can't even bring a water bottle inside.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. We had a lot of success at Nebraska. Had a lot of fun.
We got to know Halei Shimaki over there.
Yeah, just let us know when you guys change venues.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Just go to a venue that isn't the fucking Gestapo.
Yeah, it wasn't even the con's fault. It was the
venue.
Yeah, it was the venue. But
like, I understand strict weapons rules, but please let me just bring water and fruit snacks in.
Yeah. And if I had known that, I would have changed my strategy of buying booze. I would have just saved some of that money to buy just venue beer.
Yeah.
I don't care where the beer comes from. Just let me get it.
That didn't help that me and Steven were broke that year.
Yeah.
That was on unemployment and it was barely. Yeah. Anyway, but Anime Iowa, we really like that place. We're probably gonna go again next year.
Yeah, of course. So let's move on. Let's move on to the Saturday.
I was saying even with the Waifu Wars.
Saturday morning was probably one of our best panels ever,
yeah.
And it's only a panel we've done twice now.
Yeah, we went from kind of a low point of panels into a high point of panel.
Yeah,
because we got to do
a panel that we really was not expecting to be a big hit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We brought our golf panel back, and we
filled the room with golfing weebs.
Yeah, it is a surprise how many weebs are golfers, and apparently we made their day.
Yeah.
We made their... Yeah, one guy told us at the very end of the panel, it's like, I've been to Anime Iowa for 5 years now, and you guys had my favorite panel ever.
What? Thanks.
Thanks, buddy.
Are you...
I'm hungover, but thanks.
I was like, how are we supposed to top this now?
Yeah. So that was the Cart Girl Summer panel, and yeah.
Hit.
Oh yeah,
what?
It's a hit.
Yeah, apparently.
It's like a story I kind of wanted to bring up while we were talking about Sorairo Utility, but thought I don't want to spoil the con picture. But yeah, when we were talking about Minami trying to get the hybrid that would fix her game, just one guy in the back just like.
Yeah, he's like
pointing to his friend there.
When we started talking about golfers who think they can fix their game with a new club, some guy just started grabbing his buddy and pointing at him, and it was a guy who was wearing like a Titleist or a Ping. It was a Ping hat. Ping is a brand of golf ball. And the friend was just kind of had his head down, like shaking it.
Ping is a golf brand because their putters used to go ping. Like my putter does. And
so,
it's a Wilson.
Oh yeah, shout out to the dude dressed as Ryuji that just kept going to our panels after that.
Oh,
shout out to that dude, yeah.
We always have like a cohort of like a few people who follow us for every panel.
They show up to one of our panels and like as soon as we say we're hosting this one, and this one later, they'll be there.
Yeah, they just show up and they're not even like fair weather. They'll just be there no matter what. But yeah, the golf panel went really well. It was just fun to like see people who share kind of all of our interests at once. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And be so invested in it.
I think I had a lengthy. I think like before the panel stood up because it was the first panel of the day.
Yeah.
And we were just like, I think we were just like, kind of like shooting the shit with the crowd, trying to get the microphones to work. And I think I was actually talking to a dude just about golfing irons, like driving irons. Like a couple minutes later, I was like, yeah, I tried doing a three iron, just never worked for me. And I'm like, I hit a 3-iron like 200 yards, just casually.
Oh, yeah, I also remember there was a girl there just waiting for us to talk about Rising Impact.
Yes,
because like I think she's like said like she saw her mom watching it on Netflix once. Like what are you watching? And then just got sucked into it too.
Yeah, it's crazy how many people just because we filled that room pretty much, which will be a funny story when we talk about the other panel in that room. So yeah, we filled that room. We had people who were interested in golf. We had people who were interested in sports anime. We had just people who were just casually interested in what we were talking about. There's
golf animes?
Yeah, just people casually interested. And we, they all liked what we had to say, which was awesome. That's all you can ask for from a panel audience.
Yeah, also when you went to the vendors hall, I think it was the day before, you found another golf anime that we've been meaning to watch.
Yes, it's in my collection. I actually need to dig it out.
Yeah, maybe next time we host this panel,
to watch it then. Which we will host it again. We just got to find a good spot for it. But yeah, shit went well at the golf panel. And then we had a 12-hour gap before we had to be on stage again.
So here's what we did for our 12 hours. We I think our fourth member was in the masquerade.
Yes.
Yeah, Heather was in the masquerade.
She made a cosplay of Bishojo Starscream from when they Bishojo the Transformers.
Yes, which is very funny when you
They done waifu'd my boy Optimus.
Yeah, they done...
Mommy, sorry.
Okay.
Mega Mommy. Mommytron.
Yeah, you guys kind of took the words out of my mouth. Megatron...
Mommytron.
Kind of bad.
Yeah, I see.
She can roll over me any day.
Back when I still lived in Normal, and I just take walks to Uptown, I walked by the comic book shop, and I actually did see the waifu Optimus Prime figure was in the window.
Nice. There's also a waifu Bumblebee and a waifu Starscream, which is the one that Heather was. But yeah, for the 12 hours, we had the Love Live meetup that you were like hosting.
Oh
right?
yeah, I submitted a Love Live meetup, but I also hosted a Love Live meetup last year because
that was like one contribution.
When me and Steven found out about Anime Iowa, the cosplay meetup submissions were still open, so I had a kind of successful Love Live meetup last year, so I submitted it again this year and got a pretty good turnout.
Yeah, you got a bunch of.
I think part of it was kind of crippled by the fact that there was a Love Live dance group.
At the same time.
Love Lights is their names. I know they try to recruit me a lot, but sorry, I'm not going to join your group just because I'm bad at dancing.
They want you to patch.
So, yeah, they had their panel at 12:30. Well, my meetup was at noon, so yeah it's kind of a bad timing there, but still had a good turnout.
That's kind of the funny thing about conventions is that a 12-hour day can feel like nothing because of how long events and you factor in meals and pre-games and all that sort of stuff.
Another thing that actually is crazy about this con, there was a lot of Love Live.
There was a lot of Love Live.
Many Love Live events were happening.
Like several groups of Love Live,
even
dancers.
The cosplay contest intermission was a Nijigasaki cover group.
Yes, they were. But back to your Love Live meetup. So we had some Muse cosplayers that I remember.
Yes, had some Muse, had a Liela girl, but
Ren or Sumire? Conan, okay.
We didn't have any Aqua. And I forget if we had any Niji.
No, it was Aqua.
No, it's just Muse and
Muse.
Muse and one Liela.
Yeah. It's funny, like the kind of smattering of folks that
we had two reeds. I think we had two reeds there.
Yeah. We did have two reeds.
Two reeds, a Honoka, and Nico.
We did have a Nico, yeah. And you were dressed as
Kotori.
Right.
Natsuio Ego Day 1 2 Jump.
And you, so we did the meetup. The meetup went well. It was actually fun to kind of be MC for that because, well, Hannah was running.
Yeah, I was technically the host, but I am kind of bad at organizing.
I was more like doing the air traffic thing of like, everyone go this way to get your photos taken.
I took pictures.
Yeah. I mean, it takes a village to do something like this. But yeah, so we did the Love Live event, or we did the Love Live meetup.
Yeah,
it went really well.
And then right after that, since the photographer Mixed Media May was there, she took my pictures of the bochi that I did earlier this year, back in February.
Yeah, at the Peoria QuadCon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I also got pictures from her at Planet FunkCon too. She did my Mikmiku photos.
Right.
There,
so you went back for another round to do
got Kotori photos.
Which Kotori was that?
Natsuio Egao Day 1-2 Jump.
That's the one where it's like the green kind of
swimsuit looking ass.
Yeah.
It's actually from the Muse's third official single, where it's actually a Nico Center.
So me and Heather kind of we went off and kind of did our own things during that.
And then we met up about 12:30 when Hannah got done-ish.
I think my photo's like 12:45, so
No,
got done around 1.
Yeah. So, which, by the way, so I just went back to the room, grabbed some beers and everything. So I come back, and I'm like just drinking, and for this hotel, there's outside of the back of the hotel for Anime Iowa, there's this beautiful like natural riverscape that they have. It is
a wetland, I think.
Yeah, it's like it's like
a giant pond area with a huge patio.
It's like connected kind of to like
it's like a wetland preserve area,
and it's beautiful. And it was a great place to take photos because Hannah.
She actually did like take me out like past the seating area,
yeah,
to, like the rocks and
like
other
I could
nature.
Because when I was coming down from those stairs, I could see you and May like going around like the walkway and taking these different photos. It's like, damn, that's a good place to get some photos. And then I connected up with Steven, and then I think afterwards that's when we decided to eat. Like once Hannah got done with her photo shoot.
Hannah got done with the photo shoot. We put all of our extra shit back in the hotel room, went to go out to eat, and then I think we went to the car museum.
That was Sunday.
That was no.
We did the masquerade.
Yes.
Well, we went to the masquerade.
Yeah.
Heather was the only one that participated. And the masquerade was the first time I've done a full like masquerade.
I only launched the light stick across the front of the fucking crowd.
Yeah,
we were doing cheering.
Like wave the light sticks like they put glow sticks on every seat.
Hannah's wrist and my wrist right by accident, and the light stick went yes.
Wait, that was you?
Yeah, my glow stick just shot out of my hand. Oh, did you actually see it fly?
I didn't realize that was you. I thought some motherfucker was up there like going crazy to.
No, that was just me completely on accident.
That's
that's hilarious. I did not see where it landed.
I
guess it didn't hit anybody too hard because no one actually kind of like.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody turn around.
Here's the thing: when I saw that happen, I kind of whispered to myself. I was like, "Dadgum, man, this ain't Freebird. What the hell?"
That's just going. Oh, dang it!
Because what happens? Hannah was on the back, and I was on the front swing. It went boop.
Right. Okay, I understand what happened now. But yes, I did see that. I did see that light stick fly. I'm like, dadgum.
So yeah, very good cosplay competition.
A lot of
people in that novice category should not have been a novice. Those cosplays were very well done.
That would have taken me like a year to put together, to even try to put together. So yeah, Heather was in there. She would have been in the novice category, but yeah, she was introduced properly as the Shoujo Starscream. Very proud of her. I was in the back like screaming.
Yeah. When Heather got on stage, I couldn't see you, but I could hear you.
Yes.
And she did great. You know, she struck a pose and everything, which is what you're supposed to do in a masquerade. But the masquerade was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like it was more fun than I was expecting. Like it was a good like 2-hour event that we.
This is actually the first time I've been to a cosplay contest in like my 10 years of going to cons.
Yeah, same here.
Same for me in my 4 years.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean,
usually just because there are other things I wanted to do at the
Yeah,
cons during
yeah.
that time.
But it was fun to, like, see one actually in action.
Yeah.
And it was, you know, they all did great. All the participants were awesome. It was just, like, damn. Like, seeing what the novice category, I'm like, damn, this is what you're considering novice?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
It seems like a lot of them probably undersold themselves.
Maybe, yeah. What, to try and, like, grade themselves on a curve or something?
Yeah.
No,
I think novice, like, kind of is just, like, if you've never actually won a competition before.
Okay.
Or never took part in it.
Okay, but maybe you've been doing it for 5, 10 years or whatever the
and
case.
I think journeyman is, like, if you've won, like, an award before, and then masters, like, if you've, like, won many before.
I think it's also how many years you've been doing it, too.
Yeah. It's like how many techniques you used in it.
Yes.
Yeah, I wonder if you could be counted as a journeyman if you like won the quad con, like, random cosplay.
Well, that's just money to go spend at stalls.
No, I know, but
and QuadCon doesn't really. They don't ask you if you've made it yourself.
Sure. But in any case, so yeah, the masquerade was fun. I don't recall if did we get dinner after that. I don't think we
did.
Oh yeah, we went to the sports bar.
Oh yeah, we went. Yes, we did. We restocked on some booze. I went down to a gas station, grabbed some, just some extra booze to get us through the night because we had a big event.
It's like our golf panel was at 10:30 a.m. and 10:30 p.m. We went back to that very same room to do anime when my parents walk in, and they put us in too small of a room
because
we needed to have people sit on the carpet in front of the projector like it was independent reading time.
Yeah, basically, and there were people.
Felt like I was a kindergarten teacher. Like, sit on the carpet
and
sit crisscross applesauce.
Yeah.
The doorman was actually turning people away.
Yeah.
There were people I think it was like at least 50 people who wanted to come in that just physically
I
couldn't.
feel like if we'd been put in a ballroom, we would have
filled it. We would definitely filled it.
Yeah, we probably should have sent a feedback form to them. It's like, if we do anime when my parents walk in next year, please put us in the ballroom or something.
But show must go on.
I mean, I don't think they really kind of realized how many people actually wanted to go to that one.
This was our first time actually hosting panels at this, so.
We all have a learning curve and everything.
Yeah,
but
we didn't know how big this was gonna be.
But so yeah, we put on anime when my parents walk in. Incredible response as usual.
Shout out to that girl near the front row that told us she watched Clannad when she was 6 at her grandma's house on PBS.
Yeah, that's a hell of a combination.
So I did look that up. I think it's California or some other big cities where PBS actually did show anime.
Okay, so it actually matches up. So yeah, very good panel. I wish we could have accommodated everyone, but still had a great time doing it. And then after that panel, we basically got back to the... I mean, we were all fucking drunk, except for Heather. We were all drunk.
And one other panel we went to on Saturday, it's like right before we went to the cosplay contest, or before that, one of my Instagram mutuals, Venti, did a Love Live history panel.
Oh, yeah. That was a good panel.
Yeah. She did a great job.
Right before that panel was where Hannah got me hooked on Uma Musume, so...
Oh, yeah. It was
that?
While that panel was getting set up, I realized I hadn't done my Uma Musume daily missions that day. So, one of the daily missions is just doing a career run. And I realized I did have Gold Ship on my account, and Steven had been enjoying the Gold Ship memes. So I said, hey, Steven, you want to play this Gold Ship run? So he did. He played with Gold Ship for a bit. And then later when we got to the hotel room, I saw him just opening up the App Store.
No, I downloaded it in that room. because I felt...
See, that's how it started. That's why I'm not downloading Uma Musume, because I know that... No! Because that's how it starts, man. It's like, oh, I had
and
this...
they give you 20,000 jewels to fucking spend the...
It's like when you get knee surgery and they offer you fucking Oxycontin. It's like, no, man, that's how it starts. It's slippery
So
slope.
sometimes they make you take it though.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
knee surgery's tomorrow.
Yeah, knee.
That meme.
Yeah, when the knee surgery's tomorrow. But okay, so yeah, the Love Live history panel was good, and then okay, funny story. As we were ending the night on Saturday, so I come back up with Heather to go to bed, and when I try to key myself into the hotel room, I tried using my house key, and Heather was like,
Heather did not let you live that
yeah,
down.
yeah. And now it's a meme amongst us where it's Jover.
Oh yeah. I also do remember when we were going to bed. One of the things you bought at that con was a little Homer Simpson keychain.
I got it right here.
Yeah, and
I'm actually holding it right here.
Yeah, and I just remember at one point I started saying, Homer, Homer, you can call me Homer.
Oh no!
And then I kept adding on to that song, like, white shirt, blue pants, working at the power plants.
I think also during the night, Way was like, "Don't tell anyone." So Heather texted it to me, and then I threw it into our
Discord server.
The Discord server we're part of, and that's where when Way was like, "It's Jover."
Listen, if you wanna spread some information fast, just tell Heather to keep it in her confidence, and then it will get out.
Well, you told her not to tell anyone, so she texted me. Therefore, actually, no, she texted the group chat.
Right.
Homer, white shirt,
blue pants, working at the power plant. You got her.
I'm the dad of Lisa, Bart, and Maggie. Hijinks with the Simpsons family. I'm thinking Homer, Homer, don't.
Could you? That should be the new Simpsons theme song.
Someone needs to make a Homer Simpson Utal voice bank.
So that was our Saturday night. Moving on to Sunday. So basically,
Did we have a panel in the morning, or did we had a?
we had
Oh
Love
yeah,
Live,
my Love Live lore.
Love Live, and the music panel.
My Love Live lore panel was in the main stage.
Yeah, which is funny because it's like we had like.
Oh yeah, there's this really cool Love Live guy that we met in the Love Live history panel that Saturday. For this dude that was dressed completely in tactical gear.
Oh yeah.
And in his military vest pockets, he had the glow sticks.
Yeah.
I
think he actually was in the service though.
Yeah.
Like I talked to him a little bit, and I think he actually was in the service. I don't know.
I'm starting to remember this now. I think we actually skipped over the car stuff on Saturday because that's when we went to the pizza place.
Oh yeah.
Because we went to the pizza place, waited for Heather, and then we went to the car museum.
On Sunday.
On Sunday, okay.
Yeah, that was between Love Live and the music panel.
Yeah, okay.
So, oh yeah, and that military Love Live guy there. At one point, he did roll up his sleeve, and he had Ruby tattooed on his arm. It's like the full body, like picture of Ruby.
Right. And Love Live panel went great as usual. We had a good audience for that. We brought little Leah. We brought Leah.
Right before the tariffs got crazy again, I ordered a Surugaya package, and I tried to get as many of the Saint Snow Nestles that I didn't have as possible, and one of them was Believe Again and Leah, which I did not realize that the Believe Again and Nestles were 50 centimeters.
Yeah.
So I got that, and then 3 30-centimeter Nestles. So yeah, it was just one extra large Nesso and 3 M-sized ones. So I open up that box and just that big Believe Again one pops out.
Believe again.
So yeah, that Leo was just so impressive. Like, okay, I need to bring this to Iowa.
Yeah, and she was cute. It was fun to have her around. Like she was kind of our mascot for the weekend. So yeah, the Love Live panel went good. We did the music panel. I really enjoyed doing that one.
That one was a new one that we made for Iowa, which we just talked about all the music animes we've seen or music anime series that we know about or have experienced before.
It was fun. I enjoyed doing it. I'd do it again. I'd probably want more audience participation, but
it was a Sunday, kind of late into the con, so a lot of people had probably left at that point.
Yeah. just kind of live and learn kind of thing. But I had a good time doing it, and it seemed like a lot of people knew the anime that we were talking
Yeah, I
about.
think there's some older guy in the crowd, like, every time we brought up a show, like,
like Beck, and we played a bit of My World Town.
It just sounds like a guy putting on his Liam Gallagher voice.
Yeah. Well, you could imagine Liam Gallagher actually singing that song, like him wrenching his mouth up to the microphone. But yeah, that was our last panel today. But in between the Love Live and the music panel, we actually had about an hour or so gap, and we went to this really neat car museum.
Antique car museum. The thing I've been kind of autistically jumping at the bit to get to.
Yeah.
So now that we're there,
I think that actually was a big reason we went to Anime Iowa last year. Was like I was looking at the map for the place, like, oh, there's an antique car museum right across the street. Steven, we need to go.
And let me preface by saying that I had a great time at that museum too. But Steven, if you would like to describe this place.
So this place is about, it's part of the, I want to say it's part of the hockey, the stadium center.
Yep.
On the corner. So in the building before you get to the door, there's like an old like 50s Mercury on like the first and a half floor, I guess. And that's the first car we took away to. Like, hey, go up the stairs first.
Yeah,
because the last time we went there, I didn't notice it because I was so focused on actually trying to find where the fucking place is. So we went downstairs, but I never saw that Mercury. So I was like, I kind of rectified my own mistake. Said, hey, wait, go upstairs, look at the Mercury real quick. And so he did.
Yeah, I sure did.
If we weren't on a time crunch, I would have had you watch the video that we watched. But I think Hannah and I had the luxury of time. So that we
did not because
we were a bit busy.
Yeah.
So I think that was also right after we packed up and got all of our stuff in the car from the hotel. So we were just going around the cars, and then I think we go downstairs. We paid the $10 a pop, which I think is a fair price.
Yeah, very fair.
More than fair. I mean, Iowa's cheaper than Illinois, but miles and miles. I can see where you're going over all the pictures.
Oh, I'm trying to remember my favorite car in the museum. I finally found it.
And so it's not really much bigger than a strip mall.
Yeah, it's quite small for how much they fit into.
But they have a basement area, and they have a lower area to the garage. If you went around back to the street behind it, you would be able to see where the garage feeds into.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like a loading dock. But that place is where they have cars from like I want to say like the 1890s all the way up.
They have some of the first
automobiles.
First things that could move without horses, really.
Yes.
Are in that basement.
Actually, they actually have a horse carriage in there too.
Yeah, just to show you what people were working with.
Which Hannah took a picture of because the horse is a white horse that's towing the thing, and Hannah's like, "Oh, it's a gold chip."
Go see.
Go see, go see, go see, go see, go see, go see.
Can you see we've downloaded some new brain rot?
Yeah.
Mambo, Omachi, Mambo, Mambo.
Ray Odyssey.
Yeah, so that's some of the new brain rot we got. But that car museum is really cool. They had some of they had a workman's carriage that got retrofitted they got a label as a school bus, but it was really more like busing cargo men from one place to the other. In the 1890s, they had some of the old cars under some of the cars from the turn of the century. They had a mirror so you could see under them and see how they worked.
Yeah,
the timing change basically drove the car instead of just being an annoying piece of shit inside the engine.
Basically, they had samplings of automobiles from 1890 to I want to say about 1970, like just that basically 80 years of automobile development was in that basement, and there were all sorts of different cars, and seeing all of them was cool. But I really locked on to the three early 1930s cars, especially the 1931 Duesenberg Model J, which they call the Doozy,
which is where we get the saying "doozy" from. It was a doozy.
Right.
Doozy. That's
because
the car.
It was apparently a very difficult car to drive, which I spoke with one of the museum curators there. He was great. telling me about what it's actually like to, because all of these cars still run.
Yes, the reason why they have the garage in there is to make sure all the cars run.
Yeah,
They actually do take them out in the summer too.
Yeah, to keep them like light and loose and everything. And these guys are great. They take really good care of these cars. But like the Ducey car, really caught my eye because it looked like a rich guy car. You know what I mean?
If you've seen The Great Gatsby, they had those cars in it. Because that's exactly where the time period they would be in. Because back during those days, here's the cartoon taken in me. Back during those days, the bigger the car you had, the louder the car you had. Didn't have to go fast. The bigger and louder the car you had.
It
did. No, it did not. The bigger and louder the car it was, the more impressive you looked.
Yeah, think of it like a reverse limousine in that the snout of the car is so big.
It's a V12.
Yeah, and
so.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm a car term this real quick. V is the shape of the engine, which where the pistons are in under the camshaft. The camshaft knocks the pistons up and down with the spark plug and the fuel and all that jazz. And the V shape is how many pistons are in it. So like it goes like V6, there's 6 cylinders. V8, there's 8. V12, there's fucking 12. So the Duesenberg is a V12, single clutch. Which means if you press the clutch and pedal, that's like the whole entire clutch you have, and that thing bites back because it took a lot of leg strength to push those fuckers in. Had a tractor like that, didn't like it. So it just took a lot of effort to drive those cars.
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine like people in the 20s trying to drive those like actual race cars.
Yeah, and like the snout is so big that you have to really compensate for the turns and everything.
You are essentially sitting in the backseat of a normal car trying to drive that shit.
Yeah, it's crazy, but I just picked it out because the car looked cool.
Yep.
If I'm being honest, but I saw actually cars that I was more familiar with, like I saw a couple of Ford Model A's, which this is actually a bit personal for me. My grandfather, his first car was a Model A. Now, my grandfather grew up in the 1940s, 1950s. So you think about the 1950s when he was getting his driver's license at 16. What would have been the beater cars that would have been around in his day? Would have been the Model A's from the 20s and the 30s. He said he fucking hated that car because it had hydraulic brakes, which means that it's like a pad that goes down onto
the closest thing we have to hydraulics are the way trunks work.
Yes.
So just imagine it's like instant brake. There is no gliding. You could glide, but there's no.
Really careful with it.
Very careful. But it's like either you put the brake all the way down or you don't have a brake on at all.
Yeah.
There is no between. You could lower the throttle a little bit maybe as you're getting closer to
because it basically grips the axle.
Yes,
and
it grips
grabs it and stops it from spinning.
Yes, and that's why you see if you've ever watched silent film, if you've ever actually had the privilege to watch.
Have I watched silent? Yes, I have.
Yes, I know the history guys probably watch silent films.
Yeah.
If anyone else has ever looked up clips on YouTube,
like Buster Keaton type stuff.
Yeah, those things. Excuse me. Where you see the car, let's stop and then drop.
Yeah,
that's
how they stop.
That's exactly how they stop.
Like my grandfather only had the car for about a year before he got rid of it. Like he would drive anything. He'd drive a fucking horse buggy before he would drive that car again because the braking was just, I think he hurt his tailbone in that car at one point.
Because there's no suspension.
There's nothing. There's nothing.
And the funniest thing is if you've ever been to a car show where they try to show you how much torque a truck can take, they put it up they have a ramp where you go off of it and you try to see how much the car can twist. A Model T or a Model A can go all the way up that ramp. Just all the way up, because that's how they used to work on those cars.
Yeah.
They used to drive it up half a ramp and just work on it from that way and then lower it down. But now cars nowadays can't even go halfway up that ramp. Yeah,
crazy to think about. So yeah,
so many years of improvement, so much lost.
Hannah, what did you think of the car museum?
I liked it. I'm not as much of a cartism person because I legally can't drive, so
right.
The cartism is my thing.
You have the cartism, and then the history side coming from me, just thinking about these cars.
If there was a guitar museum or something there, then I'd be
Oh,
Like,
there was
if there was a guitar center in this area, then all of artisms would be activated.
Or like a history of rock.
Yeah,
kind of
like a rock and roll cafe.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Hard rock cafe's the place.
Oh yeah, the tourist traps.
Yeah. Or just like a regular, like if we were in a town like I don't know, like Nashville or something.
Yeah.
Memphis.
Or Memphis, yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of, if we do try to do Anime Blues next year, just gotta go up to Kankakee, spend the night there. They spend the night at our place, and then take Amtrak down because.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah, because the Amtrak station in Kankakee actually does have a stop in Memphis.
Right.
So,
sure does.
Instead of doing the 6-hour drive,
let someone else
8-hour drive down, that at least on a train we'll have opportunities to like stretch our legs.
Right. So
Take
let's
a nap.
let's sum up Anime Iowa real quick.
Before we get too far, did you have a favorite car in that museum, or did you just?
I don't remember.
Okay, that's fine.
There was a car that was Miku colored.
I don't know which one that is.
Oh, here I took a picture of it.
Yep.
Oh
yeah, I think
was it a
Pontiac? Was it?
Oh wait, I have a.
Was it the 1942?
1941 Buick Coupe Series 40.
Oh.
Yep.
I forgot I took a picture of the nameplate.
Yep.
Put Miku through like one of those like 1940s filters of like with like a backing band and everything.
Oh, yeah, I do have pictures of the merch we bought there.
Yeah.
So we bought a tiny Keone for our shrine.
Yes.
There was one booth there that had like those tiny little tote boxes that just had different series labeled on them.
Before you get too far, I'm gonna say this, and then we'll move back on. Okay.
Okay.
She's just trying to move on from the car thing because that ain't her.
Sorry,
thing.
I thought you were asking for my opinion, so I thought you were done.
No, I asked what your favorite car was, but all right. I'll say my favorite car every time. Like in there, I can't pick a favorite. It's like picking a favorite child sometimes with me. But I do like the Hudson Hornet.
That's a good car.
Because that car is a good car. It was NASCAR's like one of NASCAR's first dominant racing cars. Fun fact. And then the outside AC unit's also fun to see every time I look at that thing.
It's a perfect triangle. You like the racing car. I like the car that's built for high society, and you like the car that's
Miku colored.
Perfect.
But yeah, also merch. Yeah, we had the small Keone because
that Keone was so cute.
Yeah, like how now we have 2 big Haruhi figures in our shrine, and then tiny little Keone.
It's like perfect representation of Keone's relationship with Haruhi.
And then also at that same booth, we had like those tiny little totes with different series labeled on them. And we found that in the booth labeled with Haruhi.
Yep.
Then there was also a little tote that was labeled with Lupin the Third.
Oh yeah.
Which most of them were little Fujiko figures, but then I found one little Goemon keychain.
Right.
I gotta get my boy.
And me and Heather got you guys.
Hey guys, Persona 5.
Yeah, I got you a Makoto keychain.
And then got Hannah Futaba.
Yeah, Futaba.
As she's dressed as right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Went to a little con earlier today, and I'm still dressed in my costume.
So
those are the only clothes I brought for today.
Anime Iowa, 2 thumbs up.
I also did buy a figure of Ruka from Heaven Burns Red. It's the main character of that. And also got a figure of Kanata from Love Live Nijigasaki. She's in her Mirai Harmony outfit. And then we also got a clock.
Yes.
Yeah, there's an artist alley guy that made clocks. So we got a Kingdom Hearts themed clock. And I think Wade also went to that booth too, and he got
a Smiling Friends clock. And the clock is currently up in my bathroom right now. Runs great. It allows me to charge my phone, so while I'm in the shower, I know what time it is, so I don't fall behind. But yeah, Anime Iowa, I just want to say 2 thumbs up. Would do again, absolutely in a heartbeat.
Definitely coming back next year.
Yeah. So moving on, I want to talk about Anime Magic 2025.
Which is a little bit of a disaster on the planning part.
Midwest between that?
No.
And Midwest was the last episode we recorded.
Oh, all right, that's right. Sorry. Got my comment. But Magic was a...
I would describe Magic as kind of, like Hannah said, a bit of a disaster in the planning.
We managed to pull it off.
But in execution, as, devil in the details. everything turned out the way that we wanted it. We had fun. We had a great time.
I'm not sure if they're going to come out with a feedback form. They haven't as of yet. As of recording, they have not. But I would say it's just growing pains.exe.
Yeah, I mean, and guess what? The guys who run Anime Magic, I know one of them. I won't name him very personally, and I know the other one's like in a tertiary form. They're good dudes. Yeah, all of them. They're all great folks.
Nothing bad that happened this year was their fault.
Yeah,
there's like whoever was probably in charge of the panels division or like planning stuff. Like at least whoever they had for PR was not helpful.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing, they were overstretched.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they still managed, and we managed. All of us managed, because I think what's happening is Magic is kind of taking the place of Anime Midwest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Which
Magic...
deserved.
Absolutely deserved, because I had such a good time at this Magic. I can't wait to see Magic with, like, a fully staffed to its capabilities.
Yeah.
I want this convention to be all that it can be, to use an old Army phrase.
I can't wait to go to Inked this year.
Oh, I can't wait for Inked either. We got a great panel lineup there. But
yeah, we're bringing some of our old 18+ stuff.
Yeah, so I can't recommend that promotion enough, because the people running it are really great people and know what they're doing. It's just they just need more people that know what they're doing.
Apparently, they didn't realize until like the last minute that the con gave the venue gave them more space to use. So I think they were able to expand way too early.
Yeah, and which happens all the time. And again, we are not talking shit. We're not even really criticizing. We're just.
I remember vividly last year that I forget if it was regular Magic or Magic Inked, where they couldn't use some of the venue because a horror con was happening at the same time.
Oh, that was Inked.
Which I remember it's like right after that con, just going online and seeing that con happening at the same time, and Bill from Bill and Ted was one of the guests there. It's like, I could have seen, guys, my favorite movie trilogy.
Right. Oh yeah, now it's a trilogy.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll bring it back to like a little bit of a criticizing, maybe however they do the panels, because I feel like Wade was the one who did the submitting from the panels. Was it just was it like a in-house thing, or was it a Google form? Was it?
It's hard to tell, because it wasn't a Google form.
At least from
it seemed in-house to me.
Yeah,
so
when I submitted the cosplay meetup, because Hitate told me to submit the Love Live meetup because she was busy staffing a booth. There's just a thing on the website itself. It's like, what is the name of your event? What will you be doing?
Yeah, it seems simple enough, but
I wonder if the retention system's kind of fucky. That would be that would be like the only thing I could think of about why, because I think we submitted a full slate of panels.
Full slate.
I don't expect everything to get in. Yeah. First off,
of course,
but it's just.
But the thing is,
they asked for more panels, and then the panels that we submitted got lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
That's kind of unacceptable, I'm not gonna lie.
During Anime Iowa, we got the approval emails for 2 of our panels, and they told us, we'll get to the rest of yours later. Then they approved like 3 more of ours, but when the guidebook came out, they weren't on there, and they told us, like, we'll get to them. They never put them on there.
Yeah.
I had to advertise through word of mouth that we were hosting more on Friday.
And I told people about that after the fact, and they said, like, they reiterated what you said, Stephen, that was unacceptable, and that they're going to address that, which and that's why I'm working more closely with them to make sure, not that I don't want preferential treatment. I just want
don't want this to happen to anybody else again.
I'm looking out for like the common boots on the ground panelists to make sure that their stuff gets approved.
Apparently, we did have somebody in the Discord server we're in was part of the Anime Magic server, and apparently when he'd bring up the complaints, the cons, saying like, when will this be added to the schedule? apparently the official response was, "We'll see," smiley face, which, like, that is not a very professional answer there.
Yeah, the Discord's also, like, very, toxic positivity-ish.
Yeah, I don't trust the Discord as
that's why
I don't trust any Discord as far as I can tell.
Yeah, whenever I had complaints that that same guy would tell me, like, join the Discord server and, like, tell them about it, like I was so, like, stressed out about our panels at that point. It's like, no, because if I say what I want to say in there, I'm scared we might get blacklisted.
Yeah.
If you were to get blacklisted, you just be thrown out of the Discord.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I just don't want whatever I say to reflect on you guys.
So, let's just say that let's just say lemonade out of lemons. We still had a really good time at Anime Magic.
We had fun at our friends panels.
Yeah. Oh yeah, our friends put on amazing shows this week. Even people I didn't know, like that wrestling panel. That was a goddamn great panel. Oh yeah, that was fantastic.
That guy actually came up to us and apologized for stealing our wife awards.
Oh,
props to him. But yeah, I mean, he didn't steal anything.
It's like that's on the con for not doing it.
We didn't exactly patent wife awards, did we?
Yeah,
we just stuck two words together.
I admit, I kind of stole the idea from that, because, I mean...
Everyone steals from each other.
Yeah, so I remember...
If you're not stealing, you're not doing it right.
I don't think I'd ever actually been to a Waifu Wars panel before. I just remember just seeing them on con schedules before, and then I just remember seeing tier list videos on YouTube and be like, hey, what if we did something like that?
Right.
And you guys were just like, oh, hell yeah, let's do that.
That seems like a fun idea. But let's kind of take it back to the beginning. Our first event was my
Love Live meetup.
I
stole from time.
Yeah, right after we landed.
The earliest we've ever had to be at a con.
We still pulled it off.
I even asked when they scheduled that for 1 p.m. and told them, like, hey, is there any chance you could move this back on the schedule a bit? Because it's rare we ever actually make it to this venue before, like, 3 p.m. And they said, no, this is the only time we can do it. Like, okay, I guess we'll do our best. And we ended up making there at 12:30.
Yeah, we were there on time.
I mean, the thing was, again, this is when we watched Fairy Tail. We were in Kankakee. It's only about an hour and change away.
Yeah, I'm used to us being like 3 hours away.
So, yeah, we pulled it off. And I had a lot of fun at that meetup.
Yeah,
I think you did a great job. Yeah,
I love how I show up at 12:30 and still have to park on the 5th floor of the fucking parking garage.
Yeah, tell me about it. Well, shows you that Anime Magic is the rising power in this game now.
Remember, we're booked for ASEN.
Yeah, but we're going to the Hyatt. Not Hyatt.
The Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn.
The Hyatt.
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
who'd you have to kill to get in there?
Apparently, like, several scalpers.
But, so the Love Live meetup went great.
Yeah. Had our pal Prophet there showed up with the hard drive of specifically Love Live songs and started blasting Ice Cream.
Yeah, and a few other Love Live songs, which were a lot of... And we had a dance crew that was there, and...
I think we finally met 2001 Honda Civic.
Oh yeah, the guy with the Nico Idisha?
Yeah, the Nico Idisha,
Oh, I've met him before.
Yeah, I think we did, but I don't remember.
No, I think I hugged his,
Oh yeah, I think he showed up to my Love Live panel last year with the Terra Nico and...
That was 23.
Yeah, and you start putting beers in her hand.
Nico! But yeah, he was there. We had a bunch of folks there. There was a Terra Ruby there. There was a Terra...
Same guy. It was the same guy, right?
Oh yeah,
Terra
the
Ruby.
Same guy that I met years ago that had the Terra Ruby.
Yeah.
Oh, that was him?
Yep.
Oh, no shit. Cool. So yeah, the Love Live meetup went well, and I gotta be honest, I was having so much... I was having so much fun, like, kind of not having to be official, that I was, like, just fucking going for it that night. Like, just drinking and having a great fucking time.
And it's like, once we finished with that, it was either right before or right after we did the Love Live meetup, we went to Hitate's booth, the Idol Research Club, and I bought an Uma Musume plushie.
I bought a Kinako.
Yeah.
Mambo.
Yep, the Uma Musume plushie there actually was Machikane Tannhauser is the name of the horse, but It's spelled like Hauser, but yeah, everyone just calls her Mambo.
What's that name again?
Machikane Tannhäuser.
Okay.
It's an Irish horse.
No. Tannhäuser was the name of a silent film studio in the 1910s. That's what threw me off. I was like, wait a minute, I heard that name before.
Yeah, so, in the game it's like Machikane Tannhäuser, but the actual pronunciation is Machikane Tannhäuser.
So yeah, Vendors Hall was great. The Idashas were awesome.
Yeah,
I think at one point we got dragged into going to C2E2, or no, not that one, not the one. Uchicon? Is that the one?
No, the one at Columbia College.
Yeah.
Yes.
C3 Expo.
Yeah.
C3 Expo. Okay.
I talked to them.
Yeah,
about...
that's one I've actually been meaning to go to because my best friend Sarah, that's doing art for our channel now, she graduated from there, and our pal Mia, Strawberry Straight Edge, that did our banner.
Yeah.
It's either a banner or a profile picture.
No,
she did the banner.
Yeah, the banner that turned into the business card.
She's currently studying at Columbia College now.
Sure is.
Yeah,
sure is.
We know so many people there that...
We're very well connected.
Yeah, Sarah's roommate that was with us for a lot of the con too, Chris. I think he was a filmmaking, cameraman guy who went there.
Good for him.
Yeah.
And it was great to see Sarah again.
Yeah.
Sarah.
Yeah, her birthday was actually during the con.
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun to celebrate it. So we hosted 2 other panels that night.
Another one that they approved us for, but never added to the schedule. I think it was my Lost Media.
Anna Music and Lost Media.
Oh yeah, Anna Music was first.
Anna Music, which that went good. We had people show up for it.
I'll be honest. You know how everyone has the child that the black sheep child of their family? That's Anna Music for me right now.
It's it rarely ever gets approved.
No, the thing is with this one was if it actually did get approved, I was at it, and we had notice. I was actually going to do the Black Star theme there.
Okay.
Because we're close enough, and I have amps that we can travel with.
And Brittany Karbowski was a guest there.
Correct. So if we actually had the notice, I would actually would have practiced that song, but we didn't know until the very last minute. So I'm like, fuck.
Right. There was no way to.
Do you want to see me sight read off a Songster?
Right. But then we did Hannah's Lost Media panel, and I always have fun with Lost Media. Because Lost Media is kind of my bread and butter right now.
Especially now that we got the Doraemon.
Oh yeah, we got that fixed, and that was fun to play. And we gotta give big ups to the MILF server because those guys showed up for us.
Oh yeah, this is probably one of my favorite con interactions now. Is right after we finished Lost Media and we were packing up, some woman just walks up to me at the end and she just walks right up to me and says, "Do you have autism?"
What?
Yeah, no, I was there for that one because I thought she was trying to pull booze on Hannah, so I went over to make sure no, she's taken. Nice try, but she's taken. But no, just do you have autism? I stopped my check. I'm like, hey, what?
That's I mean, if I did, it would explain a lot.
If I had my last $1,000, I'd be super tempted to bet on black.
Yeah. I mean, the thing
we're gonna lose it all in red.
I remember, this is a vivid childhood memory. I was probably 10 years old, maybe. It was either late elementary or early middle school age, where I was in the car with my parents, and my mom just casually brings up, "Yeah, when you were younger, we considered you getting tested for autism. We just never got around to it."
Oh boy.
So it's I just have to live with that now.
Yeah.
Like at this point, if I did, it would explain a lot. But then again, also, what would I do with it? What would I do with the diagnosis at this point?
Yeah.
I've lived with myself for this long.
Yeah. So had a pretty fun after party.
We did our first set of room parties.
Yeah,
I love the room parties.
Pretty much all of our 18 plus panels didn't get approved this year. So
Rip.
What we did is just a bunch of people that loved our panels that we did host. We just told them to come up to our room.
And we just did a live showing of, we did Cursed Media one night, and we did...
Yeah, we did Cursed Media on Friday, and then Anime When My Parents Walk In on Saturday.
And let me tell you, that is a golden memory. If nothing else, that was a golden memory for me. Because we were just doing a live like kind of live in stereo, almost like a sit down like comedy club kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where we're just going through a panel that we had done with a bunch of people who were interested in us, and I love Curse Media. Curse Media is kind of my baby of panels.
It's always great.
Like had some of our server members, some people that I knew from Instagram, and
just
had
random
Sarah
people that showed up.
Yeah, just some people that were at our panels. Like, hey, follow us if you want more.
Yeah, and that was amazing. I loved. Well, any time is a good time to dunk on the Church of
Scientology.
Scientology.
The Church of Scientology.
So, yeah. But it was great to do it.
It's always, again, I'll say this every time we show it. It's always great when we put on the RSPCA.
Yeah, it's like
commercial with the gun.
Not even looking at the screen.
You just look at everyone and you can just tell when the gun comes out.
How much is that doggy in the window?
Just give us £1 or we'll have to pull the trigger.
What? Holy shit! Okay, here, take it off. Take my wallet. Just don't shoot the fucking dog.
And those fruit juice commercials.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's why when one of you guys talked about like Mexican fruit juice, I was like,
oh yeah, just meme I put in the Instagram group chat. Somebody had Fabuloso in the fridge. Like, why this Mexican juice tasting funny?
Yeah, and I was like, I wonder what horrors the Mexican advertising industry cooked up for this. Probably even worse than the Europeans, but in terms of just, tits and ass out. But, so yeah, it all turned out to be a good day. Yeah. It was a good day.
Now, was it the second night of Magic we went to Kings?
Yeah.
Did we host any panels on Saturday?
Yeah,
yes.
your Love Life.
Yeah, I Love Life panels that morning.
Your Love Life, which went great.
Yeah,
I was already drinking by that point.
And then also that afternoon we had Prophet's Love Life game show where I got second place.
Oh, I also want to say before we get any deeper into that, when we went back to the vendors hall that day, we went back to the Idle Research Club where I saw the Chica and Rico that I.
Oh, you bought those on Sunday?
I bought those on Sunday, but I kept eyeing them the other day.
They were calling to you.
It's like at one. Oh, I think it was like Sunday. You told me what characters do we not have Nestles of?
Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get to the Sunday. But
I was like, you weren't even a big Chica or Rico Oshi, are you?
No.
Nope. Oh yeah, on that Saturday I did buy a Jumbo Hanamaru in her summer uniform.
Yes.
And the small Nesso of Genjutsu no Yohane.
That was also the day I met you guys at that booth because your boy was fucked and I couldn't get up.
Sure, yeah.
So I walked over there and I met some more people from the server and they asked me, has Wade started drinking yet? I bought it up on the way over. I bought a cocktail from the in-house bar, which is way too goddamn expensive, but
it's venue prices. It's nothing to do with Anime Magic.
But then I walk over to them and they ask me, does it have alcohol? And I'm like, yep. I'm like, okay, I can not because they have a bingo. They have a Anime Con bingo.
Right.
And they also asked me, has Wade been drinking? I'm like, yeah, of course. He drank ever since he woke up.
Yeah, basically.
You kind of do have a reputation. I think it was last year's Magic where our first panel of the day was my Love Life panel and Prophet was there in the audience and you just cracked open a beer and he was like, it's 11 a.m.
Yeah, I know. I'm falling behind.
that was his introduction to us, and I don't think his life's been the same since.
Yeah, I don't think it has. But yeah, we went to Prophet's game show Love Life panel,
which used to be.
He took it over from Hitate.
Yes, because Hitate was busy manning the booth.
Yeah, which fair, and Prophet did a really, really good job.
I remember
that panel.
I blew his mind when I correctly answered the question of what is Liu's real name.
I blew his mind by asking what Kaho wanted at the school.
Because nobody else was able to get it, and that's like the one Hasu chapter we actually watched was the very first one.
Dude, I blew his mind when it was like, what was the alternate name for Lilaps? And I knew it was Nocturne.
Yeah, I didn't even remember that one.
I don't know how I knew that. I was just like...
Did you think of like, what other edgy names could we come up with? There we go.
Well...
Then the funny thing is I would have also said Nocturne because that's why I also named my Beats headphones and my phone's also named Nocturne.
Oh. So...
That was before...
You were Rico Brain.
That was before Love Life.
But here's the thing. For some reason, I was like leading the field for most of the game. And then, I fucking beefed it. I beefed it so fucking hard.
Like, what is Reen allergic to?
And I yelled, FISH! And then I realized, fuck!
went to round one meetup earlier this month, I think.
Last week.
Yeah, last week.
A week from today.
Yeah, last week from today. And he still shares that story. It is an ingrained memory for him. I hope you know this.
Of just this...
the fuck up that you have.
Of the fucking
Because
danger.
I believe we were showing most of the panel because she didn't get to see it.
Yeah.
So I just like, oh yeah, that's the question that Wade had his thing. He just like recites it perfectly.
Yeah,
we went
to round one and then
he was on the other side watching me fucking freak out in front of him.
I'll also let you know that Ted also enjoyed that because I think she said, yeah, that's definitely a Wade thing to do.
That's my Kurt Busch moment.
Like how you were just the alcoholic dad of an entire generation.
I was like, what is Serena allergic to? Fish! Fuck!
Throw your hat.
I knew I was wrong the second that word left my lips. I was like,
Again,
but
I want to let you know that you made me laugh so hard I got sobered.
I heard you laughing so hard. I thought it was funny because I was just like, fuck, I beefed it so hard.
Oh yeah, another thing I answered correctly that Prophet was surprised about is like the SIF2 song descriptions, because in that game that barely survived like 3 months, they actually did have descriptions of every song.
Yeah.
I mean, there's from the Nijigasaki Love Songs album, like, what is an edgy song about heartbreak? And I knew it was Karin's song. Like, so I answered, My Shadow. Damn, I wasn't expecting to answer this one. Like, that was the album that had music videos for every single song. Like, why is this a 500-point question?
No, it may have been like a blessing in disguise that I got knocked out. Like at that round, because I know the next round I would have been absolutely it would have been embarrassing to even be up there. With the round when they had all the winners come together.
The nightmare round. Like, I actually got second place in that one. I was just beat by a guy who is now part of the MILF server now, Umi Kirby. Yeah, he ended up winning that one.
Well, good for you. And Prophet. All props did great as a host, and I'm glad that I gave him like a core memory of just me going full Kurt Busch on the. It was awesome. It was great. Let's see. I think
we also right before we went to King's, Prophet also had another panel that day. That was about. Like the final video games released for every console.
Yeah, and we're
like the final game released for the GameCube, I believe, was Madden 08.
Oh, your ass watched it like it was an actual football game.
Yeah. He had gameplay footage on there, and Wade was just staring at the screen, just started shouting at it like an actual football game.
God damn it, snap the fucking ball.
Now, for those who were at that panel. We are recording in Wade's basement right now. Was it like 2019 or was it 2020? The one time I remember being down here for the Super Bowl.
Oh, that was 23.
Yeah, the 23 Super Bowl when the first time the Chiefs won.
It was that TiVo ad where
that TiVo ad that Wade lost his complete shit. Yeah, and watching the game too. That's just Wade watching football.
Like that TiVo ad that like made you think like the channel was getting switched, and I remember Wade just standing up shouting at everybody, "Who's sitting on the remote? Who's sitting on the remote? Everybody stand up!"
I'm like, Wade, relax, it's a commercial.
Like, calm down, son, it's just a drawing.
Yeah. Actually, it's not me yelling at the TV, it's more my dad. My dad.
No.
Your dad is just coming out through you.
Basically, yeah.
I do that to the Umes in my game.
If you ever want to know what like an afternoon of like watching sports with my father is like, just spend an afternoon watching sports with me. That's basically what it's. I inherited his like armchair coach kind of thing that he does. But hey, real quick. Before we talk about Kings, even though there's not really a whole lot to say about Kings, it was a lot of fun. Can we talk about that Miku panel that
the Church of Miku.
Yeah, Church of Miku. That Steven, for some reason, absconded from... I forgot what you were doing. You might have been...
Oh, yeah, he went to go take a nap or shower.
Oh yeah. You were kind of recuperating.
Yeah, no, it was the first time I drank heavy ever since getting off the
Antibiotics.
the antibiotics.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of had a recoil moment, and I had to go rest.
So after the Love Live panel, we went to this event called Church of Miku, which is a panel hosted by.
Oh yeah, a guy that you said looks like John Denver.
He looks exactly like John Denver. I'm not even like. Listen, love you, man. You're great. You're a great panel host, but please do a Vocaloid version of Rocky Mountain High. But no, it was a lot of fun. And I actually got to ask a question in there. I asked a question to the house.
People were posting people saying like their Miku, like what got them into Miku, and
when were you saved? Basically,
you started talking about the Miku movie. You cried during the Miku movie.
I did cry during the Miku movie.
We all did.
Yeah. So Church of Miku was a lot of fun. I just wanted to bring that up because the panel was like a lot of fun, and I would absolutely go back. I hope I have more knowledge when I go back. So, but there it is. So then we went. So later in the evening, we went to this place called King's.
It's the place me and Steven discovered during ASEN, I believe.
Oh yeah, because you went.
Oh yeah, we took our pal Mindcrime, who wants to be a guest on this podcast, so we'll figure out how to get you on here soon. But so yeah, we took her over there, and her and Steven had a billiards match.
Lost by one goddamn ball.
Goddamn. Ain't that a bitch? But yeah.
King's is a great place. It has a bowling alley, arcade, like the arcade's like claw machines and like driving sims, and it also has billiards and claw machines too.
Yeah, I had never actually been back in that area.
It is also an enclosed area where you can have open alcohol between the stores.
Oh yeah, that little entertainment district is apparently open carry.
Yes.
Yeah, I had never been back in there before because all of my stuff was like, whether it's Midwest or Magic or whatever,
yep.
is in that hotel. So there was no reason for me to go back through there.
So yeah, a little bit. Hannah did explain the backstory, but did you also say that like we were trying to meet up for Ace and after the official one?
Oh yeah,
I've been kind of trying to plan things on my family side a little bit.
We were trying to have a Discord server meet up during ASEN, but most of the group ended up dropping out. So
most of the group tried to play video games, and apparently that was a trash fire.
Yeah, so it just ended up being the two of us, Mindcrime and Sarah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I think 2 other friends.
Oh yeah, I think Chris, Sarah's roommate, showed up too, and
there's one more.
I forget who.
We're kind of drunk and our memory's kind of going weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was a.
I think my only pictures of that meetup are just of you and Catherine dressed as Misato.
Yes. And we kind of had to hurry because the food took a while longer than I would have liked. That's my only complaint.
Wait, what were we hurrying for?
No, not you guys. When we were at the
okay.
Because I think Mindcrime had to go to a Toho meetup on a parking garage, so they can just like open drink on top of the parking garage.
Yes.
Which I wanted to go to,
but
I'm not a Toho fan, so I can't.
The only thing I know about Toho is Bad Apple. That song.
The Bad Apple and the porn.
Yeah, that does have a lot of porn.
So
a lot of open titties. Anyway, but for Magic this year took everyone to Canes because it was a great experience. Table for how much? Like 13, 14 people?
13, 14 people.
5 tables?
Yeah. And we did it. We had a lot of fun doing it. It was great to... And
then I shared a pizza again.
Yeah.
Those pizzas are big enough to share.
I had this great, steakhouse burger, which is like ground steak that they use to make the hamburger meat, which made it all the more better. I mean, it was great. It was awesome. Fortunately, we didn't have anything after that. I mean, we still did the screening of anime when my parents walk in that night. But after that, we basically just went straight to bed.
Yeah.
Which we were all fucking tired anyway, so...
Oh, yeah, Sunday we had the Transformers panel.
Yeah, Sunday...
You and Heather had the Transformers panel.
Which was fun. That was like...
My big contribution to that panel is just always, like,
Prowl.
Yeah, does ACAB apply to Prowl?
No, it doesn't. But Barricade, it does apply.
I always get Prowl and Barricade mixed up.
Well, Prowl is the legacy character. Barricade is who they came up with for the 2007 live action film. But yeah, it's a good joke. So yeah, Transformers panel on Sunday went great. We got checked out. And
Steven bought 2 Nestles for our collection.
Yeah.
Yes. I bought a
Chica
and
Rico in their practice outfits.
No, I thought those were the aquarium ones.
No, those are
Practice. Yeah, practice.
They're training outfits.
I have the aquarium Nezos.
I just figured since the training outfit ones were there, like those are probably better than their regular school uniforms.
I mean, they're cute.
Yeah.
They're super cute. They were good buys and everything. I was just surprised to see you, like, walking with those. I was like, I didn't realize those were characters you like.
He just wanted characters that we didn't have yet.
Nezo I bought on the first day of Magic that kind of ruffled Steven's feathers a little bit. I got a Karine Nezo. Because I love Karine.
I was considering that. I was looking at my bank app to see if I could afford it, and Wade bought it. I'm like, you fucker.
that same booth actually did have the Sunny Day Song Kotori. It's another one of those 50-centimeter ones. So
yeah,
I asked how much it was. Just $100. Like, nope, not for that price.
How much did you get the Sarah or the Leah one for?
It's like 20 something.
Like, wow.
Like $28 on Suragaya.
For the whole set or just for that Nezo?
For that one. I think all the other... I know my total order on Suragaya that time for those 4 Nestles was like 68.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Hell,
it
costs about that much money to get it, Nezo.
Yeah, that's probably like 2 like
about 2
1.5
Nezos.
Nestles at a con.
Yeah. But, so yeah, the Transformers panel went good. We went back to vendors. We went to Prophet's panel about Love Live, which is like
the Love Live Iceberg. Like, I think it's like a 2-hour-long panel.
I always love a good Iceberg panel. Iceberg panels are so fascinating to me.
Like, so much information on there that we wouldn't have known.
My favorite factoid that Prophet shared was this was the fact that during the war in Ukraine.
Oh yeah, like some of the first news footage from the Ukrainian bunkers.
Yeah, there was a bunker that was in the middle of a war zone that had a flag of Aqua.
It was a towel.
It was a towel.
It was a towel.
Yeah. A towel that had the Aqua logo.
It's like someone out there, like the movie Glory, like carrying that like the battle flag.
Like how, it's like some people in the bunkers having pictures of their wives, like the girl they're waiting to come back to, and just somebody's locket just having the full Aqua picture.
Yeah.
Or it's having like a picture of Ruby.
Yeah. It's like the Aqua girls singing "Battle Cry of Freedom." But
I think my favorite one on there was. Apparently to promote, I think, if it was All Stars or SIF2, or in China to promote the game, like they have Lanzu, Kotori, Umi, other girls like actually call people.
Yeah, which
like leave like robocalls of Lanzu.
Yeah, it's like
I think Lanzu was the only one in Chinese too.
Yeah, the other 3 don't speak Chinese.
Yeah,
so
I remember Kotori was one of them.
Yeah, it's like you pick up your phone and you just hear
Lanzu. Like, oh, hello, Lanzu. Gotta keep the real ones on speed dial.
Add that to speed dial under wife. It's like, sir, please don't call this number. This is a robotic call. But yeah.
Lanzu, I want to go to your show. Lanzu!
Please talk to me! But yeah, that was a good panel. And then we were done with Anime Magic for the year. Afterwards, Steven drove us home. I think I slept wheels up, wheels down until we got back to Kankakee. I was just that damn tired.
I mean, the drive to Kankakee is actually probably closer to an hour, just because one, the speed I drive. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
And don't tell anyone, do I say to our like 78 subscribers. And the fact that it's like only an hour.
Yeah. So it wasn't really much of a feat, but I was just that damn tired.
Did you get home safe? Yes, you did.
We did get home safe. No, I'm not. talking about you.
No, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. Did you feel rested enough to get yourself home safe?
It was,
there you go.
I needed the extra hour, which, no harm, no foul. So yeah, Anime Magic, kind of rocky start, but ended up with some of my favorite con memories ever. So
yeah,
it was definitely worth it. We'll be back. We're going to be, have closer eye on the situation, but you know what? No harm, no foul. We had a great time. Mm-hmm. So moving on to a convention that we actually went to today. Today.
Yeah, we're back at QuadCon.
Yep, we went back to QuadCon. Always manages to fill in the gap in our heart that a long con season kind of leaves with us. Because,
And there's no effort to really go to, just, drive, an hour or two, go to the city that they're in, just wander around, go home once we're done.
Yep. So we went to a QuadCon in Champaign, Illinois, at, their premier mall.
Marketplace shopping center?
Yes. Yeah.
I always want to call it Market Square, but no, it's Marketplace.
Which most of these QuadCons are just in, malls and shopping centers, because...
Yeah, it's always a big deal whenever they're not in a mall.
Yeah, you usually have to pay to get in, but because it's in a mall, you can just waltz in. And so today we met up because Stephen and Hannah drove from where they live. Me and Heather drove.
Yeah, it would be easier for us to drive from where we live to get to the place.
Just go straight down I-57.
Yeah, we went down 57. Wade and Heather went down 74.
Yeah, we met up in Champaign, and then we toured and it's a little con, but it's run by good folks. So
yeah, I think some of the people behind that also help with Planet FunCon.
Planet FunCon. Midwest Toy and Comic
Fest. Which we'll be going to next week.
Yep. Oh, yeah, we sure will. And so we did our usual thing. We toured the different booths. You bought something straight out of the gate. Steven bought something straight out the gate.
There is a Miku figure line called...
Holiday Memories.
Holiday Memories.
Which the first one is Golf Miku, which we bought which Wade actually bought for us for Christmas.
Yeah, the Golf Miku.
And then at Anime Midwest, we bought the second one in the series, which is Hiking Miku.
Yes.
It's her just in a backpack standing on top of a log.
Yeah, she's cute.
Yeah. And then the third one is Miku with a camera.
Yep. So we
kind
are
of doing her whole Wes Anderson thing.
Yeah, so we pretty much just walked right in there. It's one of the first booths we saw that had figures. Saw that one like 33
yeah,
bucks.
33 bucks.
That's the cheapest we've ever seen it.
Yeah, it was explicitly anime themed.
And then we just I yoinked it and bought it immediately because I wanted to complete a set.
Like $30?
I just remember
37 after tax, which is funny because my gas tank was only $34 today.
Oh, okay.
Perks of having a car now that doesn't take premium.
Speaking of anime, you'll notice on this ad for...
the little QuadCon pamphlet.
They're pushing anime a bit more...
Inosuke.
Yeah, they're pushing anime more centrally because you'll see Inosuke and Charmander there front and center. You got... because before it would have been
probably a DC hero, like
DC
like
hero,
Batman or something.
Yeah.
Let me put this in new perspective for Planet FunCon, right? Our anime specific panels didn't exactly get in.
Yeah.
Other than our 18+ ones, but the 18+ ones are 18+ ones.
Our only anime specific one that got in was Lupin the Third.
Yes, because Lupin the Third is a very recognizable property.
Sure.
But I think now they're trying to push anime because they realize, one, weebs have a lot more access to money than they thought they did.
Yeah.
Look at the revenue for Infinity Castle.
Yes. I think it's funny that Inosuke is popping up on this advertisement so soon after the... It's like, ooh, we got to pivot a little bit here.
Yeah. And I think the Chainsaw Man movie comes out next month.
Raise Arc.
Yeah. And I think that was actually advertised on the FYE near the...
In that mall we were at today, it's passed by the FYE, they just had a couple properties advertised there, and one of them was Chainsaw Man, Raise Arc movie.
I can't wait to see that. That might be a Halloween pick for me.
Yeah, just going to the movie theater.
Yeah.
The movie theater.
Definitely.
Maybe
Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater.
maybe that might be after we go see The Last Dragon in the movie theaters.
Oh yeah.
Maybe see if we could do a double feature of that.
Hey, look, If it's a fight between Chainsaw Man and the Last Dragon, I'm sorry, Chainsaw Man. You did not come up with show enough.
Yeah. We owe it to Timok.
Yeah, we do owe it to Timok. So we went to the QuadCon. We had a lot of fun. There was a cosplay contest there.
At their usual cosplay showcase they have, where just, if you show up in cosplay, just go to the person running it. There's like a specific time where they have people sign up, and then like 20 minutes after that have line up, and then a little bit after that they just have everybody just walk up and you take a picture, and then they do a whole group photo, and then after that they do like little prize drawings for like gift certificates to spend at the con.
It's a super fun way for people to just show off their...
I will say, whenever May is involved, Mixed Media May on Instagram, I believe, whenever she's involved with that, it's a lot more...
professional?
I'm not going to say professional, I'm just going to say streamlined.
Yeah.
Like, people know when shit's going to happen.
Yeah, because... And my one complaint about this time is that, like, nowhere on their Facebook or anything, which is their main source of getting information out, like, nowhere on there did it say where to meet up.
We found a trio of Sonic cosplayers.
So we just asked them, like, hey, do you guys know where the meetup is? Like, oh, right over this way. So just follow them.
Right.
But our halls, continuing our halls,
which luckily we just happened to be right near that area, so...
Yeah, we just went and got you and Heather signed up and off to the races.
Yeah. Yep. And then after that, after not winning anything, which is they just use a random number generator.
Yeah,
so Google, so it's like
nothing about making your own cosplays or anything. Just show up in a costume.
Yeah, just ranking by. It's not even a ranking. It's just
me and Heather.
Chance.
Me and Heather have never won anything there yet, but I feel like we're always just going to keep participating just because it's fun and just want to support these cons.
Yeah, and I've participated too. I've been looping
you were
with
looping.
her. Yeah, I was looping.
I think I'm the only one who hasn't participated because I just don't do cosplay anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And someday we'll get you to be Joker.
Someday. Yeah.
Or Kyon.
Maybe. Those cons are always a good time. But our halls today for us was got that Miku.
Yeah. And
got the Tube Nozomi.
Oh yeah, because that booth that had the tube Love Live figures I talked about earlier, they were back again, and they did not have a Nico.
You're right.
Because I bought the Nico.
Yeah, you bought the Nico. Now you guys.
They had the other 8 members except for Nico, which is weird. They had the full group of Love Live.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I bought the Nico last time, so I mean, since Steven was the one buying, it's like, let's get Nozomi.
And
and then we also got various Magic the Gathering packs, and I got a single.
Right.
Because your boy cannot not get the game.
Yeah.
So because
cannot stop buying cards.
So because this weekend is also me and Heather's anniversary, we decided not to do like
traditional
buy each other. It's like, hey, we're going to a convention. What were we gonna buy each other anyway? Stuff that you could find at a convention.
Yeah.
Let's just go to the convention and buy our stuff there. Okay? Okay. Let's do it. And so we went, and Heather bought me, this is going to sound really weird, but a ratty newspaper from 1979.
Oh yeah, that one booth there that Wade usually buys like historic books from. They had like 3 like newspapers from the 70s wrapped up in plastic.
And that was
they're from like, yeah, they were $5 each, and I think you saw one that was like had mentioned like Iran.
Yeah, it was in 1979, which is when the Iranian Revolution happened. But the front page story was about Blondie, and I was like, I want that one because it talks about the Iranian Revolution. Heather bought that one for me.
Jeez, they were like $5 each. You probably could have bought all 3 of them.
Yeah, I probably could have. Probably should have. But, because I honestly, like with my job and everything, I probably take better care of those things than most people. But she got me those. She got me a DVD, an anime DVD, which is rare to find at these quad cons. Mm-hmm. But what I got her was, she's been following this artist, which I wanted to actually give a quick shout out to. An artist who goes to a lot of these kinds kinds of conventions. Her name is Eyes of Ashes.
Nice.
That's eyesofashes.art@gmail. That's like her, I'm giving out her socials and everything. She's on Etsy. She's on Instagram. Go look for Eyes of Ashes. She makes all of these cool, like, not just fan art, but also makes, like, plushies of whales. And Heather really wanted a plushie of one of her whales. And so that is what we got her. That is what I got her, was a plushie of a whale. And she loves it. I can't wait till it gets knocked off the bed. But yeah, QuadCon Champaign was a lot of fun. Always love going to QuadCons. Can't wait for the next one.
Next weekend.
Oh, next week's Midwest Toy and Comic Fest, which
It's essentially the same thing, but
it's basically QuadCon, except there's some actual like celebrity guests.
Yeah.
Got
Well, I mean,
Samoa Joe and Billy West.
Billy West is... Go to the Billy West panel, because Billy
that's
West...
right. We're going on the Sunday of that, because like, there's like 10:15 a.m. Billy West doing a panel.
Right. So, that's kind of all I have.
we'd have to haul ass to get to there.
Yeah, it's at the Interstate Center, so it shouldn't be too far if we spend the night here again.
Yeah, right.
So
we'll just have to get up a little bit early.
So yeah, that's where I stand with Champaign QuadCon. I don't know if you guys have anything else that you want to add.
No, it's always a good time.
Yeah. It's like, as long as QuadCons keep happening in our area, we'll keep going.
Yeah. So I think we're at the end of what we wanted to talk about.
So let's advertise what cons we're going to next.
Yes,
Sure. Okay.
So besides Midwest Toy and Comic Fest, since we've talked about that one already.
Okay. So if you want to catch us, we will be on the weekend of October 10th through 12th. We will be in Lisle, Illinois, which is near Naperville, up around Chicago. We'll be...
Oh, that's going to take us no time to get over there.
Yeah,
20 minutes at
we
most.
will be at HalloFest this year. We'll be hosting a full boat of panels.
And they asked us for more.
Yeah, at Anime Magic, they actually had a table there, and it's like when we told them who we were, they apparently told Wade, submit more 18-plus panels.
Yes, we oblige. And
have they actually given us like confirmations of?
Well, they've given us confirmation for everything that we've submitted before that. I guess they're doing some last minute like tweakings and stuff.
I haven't seen a schedule put out. For
yeah,
them yet.
I haven't either. But
I'm just waiting for the schedule to drop before I put out a cosplay lineup or anything.
Right. But yes, we will be at HalloFest this year, up near Naperville, which is of course near Chicago. After that, we will be
in the Joliet Toy and Comic Fest, if we have the energy.
Joliet QuadCon.
Joliet QuadCon on the 11th.
Right. And then after that, there's the Peoria QuadCon on November 8th. We'll be there.
9th.
November 8th. And
whatever day will be available for that.
Yeah. Well, the cosplay contest for...
It'll probably be on the Saturday.
Yeah. So we'll probably be there for that. So catch us there for that. And then our next big convention will be Anime Magic Inked. The weekend
near the end of November.
Yeah, near the end of November, we will be doing a weekend at Anime Magic Inked, full boat of panels. We will be, coming in full force, so come see us there at Anime Magic Inked, Hyatt Regency O'Hare. If you've been in the Illinois con scene, you know the drill.
Yep. We also will be going separately to Con Delete,
which we still need to get a hotel for.
We still need a hotel for, and we may or Hannah and I may or may not have a third person wheeling with us for that weekend. We are still kind of talking about it. But go see Wade's panels, whichever panels are that he decides to show.
You know what we do. We fuck around. You
fuck around. We also fuck around, and then
I think that's the end of our 2025.
That's the end of 2025, and in 2026, which is a fucking weird year to think about.
We are confirmed for Amkeep.
Hannah and I are confirmed for Amkeep.
Yeah,
Wade is taking a sweet ass time.
I actually managed to get us a room in the Hilton is the hotel.
Yeah.
I somehow managed to get us in the main hotel for that because there was only like $150 per night.
And then Wade may or may not sign up within the next 10 days.
Yeah.
I'll sign up.
Yeah, the panel deadline is soon, and Wade hasn't submitted his.
Because I don't...
And me and Steven have submitted ours.
because you know why I don't want to. Well, I mean, I do. I have to. It's just for
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, just have your panel information saved to your computer. Just copy paste it.
It's not that. It's going through all the fucking like
the red tape.
Yeah, all the red tape. Not that. Like
if you guys have seen the new version of Anime When My Parents Walk In, you'll know we do a little splurge on that.
Yeah.
But anyway, again, our link tree is going to be in the description down below. I will be kind of tooling with that just to make sure we have all the correct information on there, so don't take you to an empty Redbubble page.
And we did mention ASEN, that me and Steven do have a hotel for that, and
when panels open up, I'm throwing all of them at it.
Yeah, which we'll still have to figure out if Wade and Heather want to room with us for that or not.
We'll see what happens. We'll see where the cards land. But
other than that, we will be back with this the next time we decide to record.
Yeah, probably after
a month.
Once we have a few animes under our belt.
Yeah, a few more animes, maybe a con or two. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for joining with us tonight. Have a great evening. You all have been fantastic. Thank you for continuing to support Off the Balcony.
Hopefully we reach 100 subscribers by the midpoint of 26. That'd be great.
We'll see what happens. You know, you never know. All right, have a good night, y'all.
Bye.
Good night, and have fun.